Shabbat, Shabbat. By the grace of Yahuwah, on top of that, this is Kodash Moon for us. That's right. So we'll have two blowings tonight. We'll let them blow for, they'll blow for us to do it. We'll let them blow up first for the Kodash Moon. Then we'll blow to get up. So we'll get our first blowing. They'll blow for the Kodash Moon. We'll stand. And they'll blow again, and we'll stand. And we'll go down the word of prayer. Whew. All right. So apparently some people weren't here. Some of them weren't here today. That's all. They were already on their knees. Look at Belinda just getting up. Okay. Somebody else just got up on the floor in the hall. Dwight, you good? Hold on for a minute. Let me hold on. Did anybody hear me when I said they're going to blow for Kodash Moon and we're going to stand? I said they're going to blow again and we're going to stand and go down in a word of prayer. Y'all remember that one? Okay, we're going to try it again. Let's go. All right, come on. Y'all fail, but coming in the second, we're supposed to go out in prayer. They're trying to sit back down. A lot of work. Eternal Kodash Abba, thank you again for your goodness, your eternal mercy, for allowing us to be here one more Yom. We thank you for the Kodash Moon. Thank you for the seasonal change. Thank you for your many blessings you bestowed upon us through Yahushua HaMashiach, whom you sent to testify, to be a witness, to convey unto us the plan of salvation. While we were yet lost, we realized that the Mashiach died, and we thank you for being a willing participant to renew us and give us a right to the tree of life. Ask you to be merciful and kind to our sins, our iniquities. We ask you to remember no more. As you remember our fathers, Abraham, Yasakut, Yaakov, remembering the Yahudim, Yashua, and the way of Yah. Remembering all of your Malachi in every place and those that are watching in. Be merciful and kind unto them, and though we commit to you that you be a blessing to us tonight, that you feed us from Shamayim, to give us your Dabarim, that we might be saved, bringing us back, calling the hearts of the fathers back to the children, the hearts of the children back to the fathers, lest you come and smite their wrists with a curse. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we pray and ask, if you will, you take full control, that you get the honor, you get the praise, and you get the glory. But this is our prayer in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we pray. Let us all say, Amat. Oh, goodness. Whew. All right. Y'all all right? Keep me in your. They were playing that thing. It's a long time when we heard that song in that. Keep me in your. Keep me well in your. Kodash word. Let me be the one you use. I remember that song you could sing. I mean, y'all had all. It was so. What is a heart without a reason? What is a mountain without some trees? Remember that song, Brandon? It ain't what you saw. You need to put it in there. I ain't saying that for nothing. You know, sometimes when you get a song and you don't got a song the way it's supposed to go in your mind, the right way just ain't gonna work. Because you done got in there right, like, you know, I want to be like in Shemayim. Yeah. Ain't that right? So I can bawl like a rooster. He like bawl like a rooster? A crow, that's all right. I had to mess with it. Yeah, that's all right. Something wrong with all y'all, ain't that right? Appreciate Ray making that prayer. Ray, you pray something pretty much every weekend. That's a blessing, ain't that right? We got some others who make that long ride here. Who had some others who make that ride pretty much every week? Who that? Yeah, every Kodash Moon. Mike used to make the Kodash Moon. I tell you I'm going to do. Oh! And something happened in that right. He used to make them Kodash Moon. A lot of them used to make it. Palmers. Who has 7 of them used to make it? Meeks. Isn't that right? Ever since Dr. Buzzer flew out that window, like he ain't been back in that courtroom. Remember when they had the courtroom? Oh, y'all been in court where they had the windows open? Where a defendant could turn to a buzzer and fly. How many of y'all been in the courtroom? I just left today. Had the window up. About 10 buzzers flew out. I mean, we got to make people feel good. Because it ain't no lie long we don't believe it. Isn't that right? That's what we talk. Some of the stuff, like I tell y'all, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to repent because we don't believe it. Isn't that right? Something like the two snakes, the uncle turning into the snakes at the top of the step. Listen, whoever story that was, you did not lie to me. Your grandma was on the plane while I was still in the air 30,000 feet above humanity. And your grandma went to the bathroom and got off the plane, and she was sitting in there looking in the window when you got off the plane. Listen, you did not lie to me because I ain't believe it. Y'all know what I'm saying? I was asleep in my canopy. My hut had no sides on it. Might want to believe he grew up in a hut. Tiger, come all under my bed. Strike it here. Didn't touch me one time. A tiger. If you sleep in one of them little canopies, you got them little nets with me, your booty can scent down the bottom. Animal live how that's how they survive off scent and smell. You think that animal let you sit down in that little hammock and swing over his head all night, he can touch you? A tiger. Y'all know his kill ratio is so good. It's better than a lion. I mean, the Mikey did. Tiger drive, jump, Mike step to the side. Swing paw, Tiger run home 3 paws. Only Mike. How many of y'all believe it? So tell me he ain't even lied to us, has it? So somebody say, hey, what you know about that? Is they a liar? What you say? No, we clean. They don't lie because we don't believe it. But that's a good thing about here. You can tell us all your stories that you believe in. We don't believe it. But we love you, though. Like Denzel Washington. You ain't had to show that picture. We knew he looked like Denzel Washington. Isn't that right? How many of y'all need to see that picture confirmed? How many of y'all already knew he didn't look like Denzel Washington? You had never seen that picture. So how many of y'all she lied to? See that? Clean. So they would say, did she lie to y'all about her dad? What y'all gonna be able to say? No, it's not possible. We had to believe it, but we love you. Isn't that right? That's one humpback. You used to be a outstanding minister. How many of y'all believe that? So how many he lied? How many of y'all he raised their hand? He said, so how many of y'all he lied to? See? What about the story about the woman he brought to service and they went ate Shoney's and came and soon she got a parking lot, her dress was too short and she had to go home all of a sudden. And she was real beautiful. How many of y'all believe that story? Now they come and say, oh, you good. You know what I'm saying? We clean. You know, y'all ain't got to believe it. We don't need your permission. We don't believe it. But that's the beautiful thing. Y'all know when y'all tell us stuff, you got to hear all your witnesses. Because we love you, but we ain't going to go off and say, man, you believe they lied. We just going to look at you and let you know right then, we don't believe you. We're not going to call you a liar. I'm not going to do that. That's disrespectful. I ain't believe it, though. That's right. Y'all all right? Look at the The what have you done lately?
I'm just trying to get it right, you know.
How many of y'all know he's trying to con me right now? I just got to watch that guy. Brandon, you in charge. Matter of fact, I'm making friends. That's your new friend, Brandon. That means you got to keep up with him. He needs 24-hour access to you. In person, out of person. He said before. Yeah, you got to be like right there. Who else needed a friend?
You have to hire me.
Rashida came. She said, Pastor, I said, oh, no. I said, I got too many friends. I got some other people in here I need to compare. I don't need no more friends. I'm overloaded. I got 100 and some friends. So I don't need no more like just special friends like that. How many of y'all want to be you know I'm going to jump at him. How many of y'all want me to just be your friend? Just be there when you. Okay, that whole room will get y'all. Get their membership cards and get there. Who else? Who else you need some directors? Who else? Who else? So I can just write this down. How about you don't need no friends? No. Humpback said, he said, me and preacher is one. I said, oh, no. Huh? Oh, I'll tear this off my shirt. Give me some silver. It ain't that serious, man. I'll cut that thing off. Why you go take yours off? I'm going to preach. Anyway, I love all y'all. Listen, so much is going on in the world today. It's just a blessing to just have our mind set to really consider the direction that we are in and we got to go in. I don't know if people watch the news, but I try to keep a watch on what's going on. Trump is definitely the right man for the job. I say that for however he works, it's going to be to the good. It's going to be to the will of Elohim. Because at the end of the day, whether we believe it or not, I fought who's been in office on many occasions. And it's not because I feel like he's a blessing to us, but all these people are in a sense, him particularly for the fact that he will be the man I feel that will really turn our hearts back to him, to Yahuwah. He'll be the man that'll show you the failure and just show you the constant hypocrisy of America. Just with certain bills that they'll invoke, that they'll pass, and they'll be adamant about keeping terrorists out of the country. Hell, had we done that, they wouldn't have been here. Right. Extremists. I mean, the country's built on extremism. You know what I'm saying? The country's built, and I mean, it's saturated with terrorists. You know what I'm saying? Whether people consider it or not, that's the state we're in today. And as I often constantly say, you have to address these issues because they're essential that we can get back to seeing what our real problems are. As long as we continue to live in the illusion that things are okay out here, it hurts us from the reality of the book. People can have their own mindset or ideals about what it might take or what it will take to drive or draw people. But at the end of the day, you got to see yourself in the worst state. That's being honest. I mean, for me, the thing that drew me was seeing myself in the worst state. Seeing myself in the worst state was looking at where I was and how I was falling into the demise of what I was in. Seeing people that I was with, associates from drug dealing, go to jail, being killed, just a lot of different things that happened to me on the outside is what drove me or what drew me to come into the inside. You got me? So a lot of times when I make statements about things that are going on out in society or whatever time it is, it's because a lot of times we'll have another idea of another truth. Y'all got me? And that hurts us a lot of time from our belief. I know growing up, hearing the Bible, you hear about certain places and names that I never researched. Look, we didn't have the internet experience where you can go look all this stuff up like people do. Everything was encyclopedias. A lot of stuff we say that just went in encyclopedias. You had dictionary. We didn't have etymology. A lot of these things we didn't have today that's available to us now. And you can go back and really learn how far that hypocrisy starts or go back. We didn't have that growing. We didn't know what no etymology was. So now we get an opportunity. Now we can really go back and get a little more deeper research about things or situations. But now when I say that, everything that started to fall around me from relationships to drugs to just self, ambitions I had for trying to achieve and get things, that's what kind of drove me to getting to where I'm at today. So I make a lot of attacks. I make a lot of judgmental calls, regularly, and I make no apologies for it, for the fact of you got to know where people had to reach them to draw them. You got me? And for me, I had a desire, and I wanted to be saved, but you had to be able to reach me from where I was. Because being out there, that's another reality for me. When I came to church, it was an escape for me. Like people say, when I come, I get the word is my escape, the word is my outlet. True to a fact. But if it ain't doing nothing for me but in here, then it's really not a reality for me. And that was the problem before when I was selling drugs, because if you can't reach me where I'm at, this ain't going to do nothing for me. I'm just telling you from the type of person I was. You got me? I had to deal with, when I leave here, I got to deal with somebody trying to rob me, somebody snitching on me. I had to deal with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when I came in there and I got away for that hour and a half or whatever, when I got back outside, reality was I had a joint in my ashtray. I'm smoking. As soon as I get in my car, I'm popping a joint, and I'm looking at, I'm back in mode of what I got to do, because out here I got to survive. Y'all got me? I got trust. I got people been paging me, calling me. I got to move drugs. This is how I pay my bill. This is how I live. So I had to get that destroyed for me. As Yeshayahu testified concerning in the year that Malak Azar died, he said, that's when I saw Yahuwah. Y'all hear me? And he was high and lifted up. See, that brought about a change. Some things got to die for us. So I come here and I smash from mythology to psychology to news to, just to everything. I rant, rave on a lot of different issues because we don't reach these people. There's a lot of social ideals that keeps us from becoming more enhanced with what we're doing here. I do. I'm up here for what, 2.5, 3 hours a lot of times. I can come up here, boom, 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 shoot you some stuff, and we cover a lot of stuff from time to time, boom, 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 fill up the board, go on this side, come back here. But at the end of the day, when you get through that, you go back and have reality when you walk outside that door for you. That's just being real. It's reality when you walk outside that door. You got to look, I got to face bills, I got to face argument, I got to face family. It's a lot of stuff I got to face. There's a lot of things I deal with, a lot of things that come at me. So what I'm trying to give you here, and from my perspective and my ability is giving it to crush, destroy everything you hold as a truth that these people giving you out here. Because if you're not obeying this, I know it's something you hold on to out there. The reason we're not is honest because of something you get out here. We talked about in the book of Yuhukanan. He told us to love not neither the things. So one of the two of these things are going to be the problem. I'm not a fool. Whenever you're not obeying, whenever you're not complying, it's because of either the writ itself or something that's inside of it. Your desire to have all or something in it. One of these two things are going to keep you from maintaining or keep you from obtaining the Ruach HaKodesh. That's just being honest. That's being honest. We don't get ready to clock in. People don't believe it. Before you clock in, I was already working. Come on, son, it's over. We here? This is an attempt
to collect
the debt. Let me see something. Whatever you hypocrite, false pretend, Matayahu 4:1, will be used in that collection of a debt. Isn't that right? These messages are always being recorded for quality assurance. They make sure no side deal get cut with nobody, but everybody got to come in, brother. Straight, narrow path. That's why we're here. Y'all hear me? That's why we're here. Ain't a lot of people going to say nothing about it, but we say it. Y'all hear me? Unapologetic. It's the truth. Isn't that right? I can sit at my side to say, gee, but Yahusha, I'm his looker. I give it to you straight, no chaser. You don't need no chaser. I seen people, I need to go out and drink, it'd be 2 shots, I need some. I seen people take it just like it is. They say, I don't even want it watered down. I said, we're too strong. When it come to this, I don't want nothing else on it. Isn't that right? I don't want nothing on it. Give it to me just like it is. Isn't that right? I remember the fellow told Ray Charles one time, he said, Ray, I want to tell you something, so I don't want you to take this wrong. You know what he told her? He said, well, give it to me straight. He said, I ain't going to take it wrong. Give it to me straight. So sometimes you can pant around it to come out wrong. Sometimes I got to come right at it. Sometimes I take y'all right here. Some of you doing something, bam, they be like, man, he got him right on live stream. We don't rehearse nothing we do when we come out here. I don't make no apology. Y'all get out of line. Y'all get it right here, just like anybody else get it. When I cut down these people out here, I get y'all this way. Nobody inexcusable. If you guys ain't maintaining, ain't doing, the book going to get you. Anything, it's more condemnation to you. Because you sit here and you know what's been taught to you. You know what's been taught. As Shaul said, as you have received of us, how y'all do walk. Isn't that right? A lot of times people want to take scenes I have, take the lifestyle on with it. Isn't that right? He told you if any man will come after me, let him do what? He's going to have to deny himself, take up his too, and follow me. Don't just come just saying you're going to be like Yahusha. Even they sung the song to be like Jesus. Oh, how long he's so meek and then you say holy. Well, what did he do to get there? So you ain't long too much. You see how they teach you to sing and even lie in your song? What did you have? It's not that hard. When you really go back, did you go back to look at the book to see what did he do to get to that state? But it was easy to sing the song. You could tell church on. They start to beep, 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 to beep, 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 beep. Church just shouting, falling out instead of sit down and look at the book. Isn't that right? You said yourself he's so meek and holy, humble and holy. All that what you said. So what's your problem? Then you saying you long to be like it. But Yeshayahu called it best. They have not all obeyed. It's easy to say it. Now we get back as he told her, eat the whole roll. Right. Isn't that right? Eat the whole roll. Then you're able to go and speak to the people. What becomes a problem with a lot of people that profess to be teachers or laments or raha or educators or astute too, a lot of them, they hadn't ate the whole roll. It's not, you got a lot of people that have antics and have characteristics, that have ability. They can put a lot of things on here, but they ain't going to put no lifestyle with it. That's just being honest with Kelly. It's a lot of people that better bro than me. What their lifestyle at? Consistency. That's just being honest. It ain't hard. A lot of them, man, I can't stand him. I hate the way he talks, stuff he say. All you got to do is outlive me and come and do it. It ain't hard. We definitely know you who ain't no fool, is it? Why wouldn't you better? As he told us in the book of Micaiah, the best of them is as a briar. And the utmost right is sharper than a thorn's edge. That's just being honest. A lot of people ain't got to care for these people. When they come down to what it takes, it's very few of us out here that got the care and the patience to be and wait and to make sure these people get what they got to get. There's a lot of abilities out here for people. It is a lot of stuff. That's the beautiful thing about the way out here in society of the world. There are so many different degrees of knowledge. There are so many different avenues. There's so many different choices. Just like you go to the store. Shoot, they got just as much generic. They got name brand. Because everybody don't like it. Price-wise, sometimes the other stuff, when people don't want to spend the money, it really don't taste all that good. They got an excuse to go buy cheaper. That's why you got all the variety in stores. Same thing when they come down to religion. People got their choices. You can take some what you like. When they come down to it, you better look at the end and look at the beginning. That made the difference. That's why we look at him. I'm the olive and the two. Let's go back to where it started. Then let's see at the end where you going to come up at. And you go there and you are a person that's really adamant about being saved and adamant, concerned about obtaining the Ruach HaKodesh, you'll come see me. You'll come see me and other that like me. Huh? We are different in the way of our deliverance, but at the end of the day, our purpose is the same. It makes sure people get saved. Let's just be honest, and I told you guys before. Everybody is going to speak from their prejudice. I preach from a prejudice. I ain't going to tell y'all no different. I preach, it's prejudice. Everything I preach, I'm going to declare is going to be favorable toward him. That's why he hired me. Nobody's going to hire anybody rightful mind in a corporation. Stop in your mind, you and me, y'all educate at a school. I won't say what the school is. I highly believe that the principal at those schools would allow y'all to sit there and y'all to push the education of another school system or another building and talk about how great they are and talk about they're better than us and you're telling other students that and parents that. It becomes detrimental to their program. Y'all not working with them, y'all working against them. They're going to want people that's in their system or working under their administration that's going to push their agenda. They're going to have means to make sure we're on the same page. This is where I'm trying to go and this is what I need you to do. Y'all got me? They're going to make sure this is what we want. This is my expectation for the students by the end of the year. This is your goals that I'm going to set for you. You can't tell, well, other schools, I know other schools, this ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. You're going to become a poison to other people around. That's how I look at it. I'm going to become a poison if I say you're another religion. Y'all hear me? So I'm going to preach from a prejudice. I guess the thing is for you need to have some prejudice too. If you ain't prejudiced, this ain't going to work. You're going to have to be prejudiced. I know society taught you not to be prejudiced. You got to learn to accept everything and everybody regardless of whether or not it's your culture. That's a problem in itself because everybody ain't believing the same thing and everything that everybody believes is not conducive for me. So I'm going to have some prejudice in life and everything. This book teaches me to be prejudiced. Y'all hear me? I'm prejudiced toward other people's religion. I'm prejudiced toward other people's behavior. Y'all got me? So I'm going to be prejudiced on what I hear. What I hear is going to need to be favorable toward him. That's why I tell you about the other guy, run them down. This is why, let me ask you a question. I hear you always running down preachers. Which ones? Tell me which one. I hear you be talking about Ed Long Crowd. I ain't ran down nobody. Then he don't even apologize. You try to, because I'm prejudiced. It would be different if they were working for the corporation. Y'all hear me? These guys are against the corporation. Y'all hear me? They're anti. So I'm going to run down these people because my prejudice drives me to do that. My prejudice drives me to have to bring up these other factual issues to try to show you why I got to destroy them. My prejudice said, well, you profanity, something is profanity. Profanity, by definition, the name of what these people call, has so many different definitions. They're doing it, and I guess they say you come at it so strong because they induced us with so much information, and it was their prejudice was to get you to be passive, and it worked. How many of y'all didn't own a gun before you came here? How many of you had them, you just believe you didn't use them? How many of y'all had the philosophy of you let somebody knock your teeth out your mouth and you just let Jesus handle it? Or something, similar to. I mean, because you see how their prejudice work. So this is what you're going to look at, though. Certain people's conversation drives a behavior. So they knew if I got you away from certain conversation, if certain behaviors ain't there. You figure if somebody will cuss you out, they might kill you. So I'm going to teach you against cursing. Somebody got a weapon and you wind up doing something to them, you wind up putting them in a situation where it's a chance they wind up using their weapon. So I got to teach, let's not use profanity, it's wrong, you go to hell. I got to teach, let's not have a weapon, injure, let Jesus do, let Jesus repay, that's his job. So all these things they did, they were prejudiced. I'm trying to captivate a people and capture people. So all the information I'm going to give you is going to be prejudice. It's going to be toward getting you to be manipulated. It's going to get you toward being submissive and being passive. Let me spit on you. Turn the other cheek. Everything they taught you was a prejudice behind the verses. Yahusha was showing you some social ills these people had and trying to show you how to manipulate the system. Don't let them sit here and punk you now. There are certain things you can avoid. When this man slap you, turn the other cheek so he can't pop. At this point, you just totally been disrespected. It's already disrespect. I always try to slap, but then you backhand me. It's pimp. They just call it pimp slapping. Oh, man, he pimp. Why they pimp slap you get hit this way? It was at the backhand they pitch slapped or B slapped you. You see what I'm saying? So he let you know, turn the other cheek. Because society watching us. So now, and I say that to try to get people to see, when you dealing with our people, there are so many, it's unfortunate that some people will watch me and they'll pick up and they will take the negative part. Well, it ain't even the negative part, but people home into what they like, did I say? Hell, damn, and ass they like. That'll free them. That'll get them out. Hell, damn, and ass ain't going to free you. Like I told you, you're going to wind up and your ass going to be damn and you're going to hell. I told you guys this. Don't get your mind focused so much on that. Then focus on they use this to try to dominate you. Our people need to be freed, and then at the same time, there needs to be a control. I told our people before, we have to have a governing. And that governing should come in and restrain us from certain behaviors. Y'all got me? Because we don't want to get ourselves so entangled in that we start to look like our adversaries. Y'all got me? The book even declares in the 4th chapter of the book of Abarim that there remaineth a, what was it? Rest to the, what was it? Let's see something. Abarim chapter 4. See if that's 4. Matter of fact, give me Abarim, and we're going to, I had to get back over to Abarim. We can kill the heat for a little while. No air, though. They already want to, you know they're going to throw stones. People live in glass houses. That's what they say. I don't know where they got that from. I don't know why not. I don't know where he told you. See, they always tell you that. But see, white people told you that. That's not even his teacher. He said, let he without sin do what? He didn't never tell you not to throw no. I don't know where you got it from. But see that saying? He don't try to tell you. But I watch these people in these sayings. But that's what I'll go and quote, though. But he said they're going to be turned over to fables. People that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. He never told you that. I just said he without sin, let him catch the first one. I would have never told you not to catch. That don't make sense. Your law's about stoning people. Why would I come and tell you don't throw no stone? I just said it don't make sense for somebody that's doing something wrong to be the one to throw them. Let the one that hadn't done that, let them throw it. Now, if it puts you that none of y'all can throw stones, then you be judged. Because now you got to read and come at him, you can get him for his law. Because you come back to him, that's not law that told you not to throw him. It just told you, he just came down and just brought something that better than telling you, he'd have told you not to throw him. He knew you'd have fought him and you'd have found another excuse. So the best thing to tell you, let the one without sin catch the first one. When they sat there and looked at it, they dropped their stones and walked off. What you doing? All right. Abarim 3 and 7. Let's see what he said. Listen.
Wherefore, as the Ruach HaKodesh saith, today, if you will hear his voice,
do what now?
harden not your hearts.
As what?
As in the provocation, in the womb of the temptation in the wilderness, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 years. Wherefore I was grieved with that generation.
And did what?
And said, they do always err in their heart, and they have not known my ways.
Is that the heat again? Listen, I appreciate it. They don't need no air. We'll just kill it. We'll work a little bit, no air. But we don't want to cook the preacher. Listen.
So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest.
Listen.
Take heed, Aki, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief.
Listen.
In departing from the living Elohim.
Now what will cause us to get this unbelief? Because our attachment to other things. Where do you think unbelief is going to come from a lot of times? It's going to come around from other influences. Y'all know that? Other factors work to our unbelief. There's a lot of things out here that come and induce you to keep you from believing. Why do you think you got crack? How many people in here did cocaine, powder? How many people in here did crack cooked up? How many people shot liquid cocaine in their system? How many people did marijuana? How many people drink? How many people did pills? You know why all this out here? Because everybody ain't going to do the same thing. Everybody here different. The devil smart enough to know that ain't no use me just putting out somebody didn't do cocaine. The number was too low. But the more of you smoke weed and more of you drink, then some of you did pills. Because you didn't want the smell. It made you throw up. But he always got something, whatever your excuse. Well, why is it, how many, you didn't do cocaine? What was your reason why? He said, make your teeth come out. Why you didn't do cocaine? I don't know whether. Leon. I'm going to get down with you to slide down to help Leon out of there. Leon said, it made your teeth look bad. But I mean, the crack did. But you had powder. Yeah, who else? Did you use cocaine? What? Now, tell me why. I'm just curious. Athlete. Okay. I'm going to mess this up. Now, why did you use cocaine? You said, why you use it? Oh, you didn't use cocaine? Okay. Why you didn't use cocaine? In the service. See? Everybody got different reasons. Honestly, athlete. He said appearance. He said military. There's a job on the line. There's a lot of things, a lot of different factors of why people did. A lot of time, had it been favorable for us, you would have probably done it. It wasn't for the fact that being an athlete and it could possibly get you kicked off the team. One for the fact he could have lost their job. One for the fact that it made people teeth fall. Look at the reason why sometimes. I mean, I know it is funny. I know we laugh, but just think about the reasoning why. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for, if the devil could have changed that appearance, it would have been more favorable made it done. You drink though, right? All he had to do was make cocaine do what alcohol do. He'd have took it. You see what happened? A lot of time when we all look and we say things we would have never done, but you done something. It's just he got a sin out there that's more favorable and more desirable for you. Drink though, right? Well, why he ain't worried about that? People hadn't lost their job, professional athlete, from drinking. You drink, right? People been kicked out of the military from drinking. Have it not? Too many DUIs. Drunk during time when they shouldn't have been drunk. It's been people have lost their careers from alcohol. So when I say that, it's just to get us to realize something, folks. The devil got something when we think we're smart, like they would look at, did y'all look down on people that did cocaine? See how the devil works? That's part of the illusion. You know what I'm saying? They ain't dumb like people that use cocaine. People use cocaine dumb. Their teeth fall out, they stupid, they can't be an athlete. Hell, they wind up getting kicked out of the military. But they wind up drinking. What about smoking? Weed. Wow. People don't get kicked out of the military for smoking weed. People don't lose football career for smoking weed. People's teeth don't fall out from smoking weed. Smoking a blunt, you see what I'm saying? But a lot of times in us, and it's just usually y'all not making it you guys, but so we can all see sometimes. Sometimes you can be wise and get caught in your own conceit. And that's what the Deliverance come to show us. A lot of times it's stuff that we can get up and we say, well, I've never done that. But you've been guilty of something. I wasn't stupid. I would have never got myself in that. And sometimes we look at things we done with stupid. That's why it keeps so many different varieties. You go to a restaurant, they ain't gonna sell no one thing. That's why I got a menu. Look and see what you want. You need me to give you a menu and come back. Ooh, I don't know. Before you know it, you pick something. That's good. Let me get the menu back. That's what he do. Somebody ain't gonna grab something out the menu. You need a couple more minutes. That's all the devil. He'll wait. I can wait on you. You good? Take your time. I'll just come back. You want something to drink? Why you don't want no cocaine? You want something? Yeah, bring me something to drink. Good. Good. You're going to need something to go with that drink. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times where we thought we've been smart, there's a whole system stepping in to catch you. Y'all got me? So now we got to come back and realize that we got to beware, because sometimes we make testimonies or confessions about things, and we feel like it's to our good a lot of times, and you don't realize you'll condemn yourself. At the book of Manipulative right quick. Manipulative chapter 23. Say about 29. Let me see that what I want. Listen. How many of y'all feel like you'd have never used cocaine? How many of y'all didn't drink, felt like you'd never drunk? You didn't drink, did you? So you started drinking, but you were drinking. We having a bad night tonight. You know why you do cocaine? It makes your teeth look bad. I don't know what happened. I'm with you. That's right. Listen, Manipulative 23 and 29. Listen.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites.
Tell them why, son.
Because ye build the tombs of the N.B.A. and garnish the sepulchres of the Siddiq.
Listen.
And say.
What did we say?
If we had been in the Yamim of our Abba,
Yeah, we had been in the days of our father. Tell what happened.
we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the N.B.A.
If I'd have hung out with y'all, how many of y'all here did use cocaine? I'd have been bad. I'd have never done it. He said, but I furnished it. He said they were sitting here, that's what they were making their boast on. Had I been bad there, I wouldn't have done it. When they were doing all that stuff, I'd have never did that stuff. He said, oh, yeah. But he was saying woe was for destruction to them. Because he said, they said that. Had I been in the days of my father, I wouldn't have done it. What happened?
Wherefore, ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the N.B.A.
See that? He went back to just to let them know. A lot of times our boasting and our supposedly believing in what we wouldn't have done had we been in the day of the time. He came back to let them know that you actually still guilty now. You just as guilty now. Y'all hear me? A lot of times, that's what we got to come back and start looking at today, present, where we at. A lot of time, a lot of us in here are so good, we don't really see our old lives as sin. And because we don't, you don't realize you still committing sin. Because you really look at it, you really wasn't that bad. You didn't drink. You waited a certain age before you did. I ain't fornicated. I was 20, 25, 28. I ain't had but one child when I was older. People, some of the stuff that people say and they feel like it's to their testimony of being good, it's not, it's sin. And because you address it and look at you wasn't as bad as other people, you don't realize you are. That's what we were telling them. Y'all, those people that killed our forefathers were bad people. As Trump said, ISIS is bad people. That's what people say. They don't realize, I don't get it, because these crackers are the same people. I don't know what do they see about ISIS that's so bad they don't see about themselves. It's scary. What is it again that they say ISIS do? ISIS is tearing down their sacred places, burn down their sacred worship, their worshiping center, their sacred gods. What did they do when they came and got us? Y'all burned down our cities. Y'all destroyed our Elohim, the place of our Elohim, the things that we kept for worship. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm confused. What again you accusing these people of? Then you saying there needs to be a ban that none of these people should get into your country. You ain't gonna believe what they want to do, Ray. They want to build a wall. I've never heard before of a man trying to build a wall to keep people out. First time I ever heard of that. Have y'all ever heard of that before? A man want to build a wall? Where do they get this stuff from? They want to put why they ain't putting prayer warriors out there on the wall? The man put 5,000 more people out here to secure, to make sure nobody gets in that can harm them. He don't want anybody from rival countries that have extreme views from their people to come in there. That's what all he told us. Don't give yourselves to these people. It's amazing what white people come over, and it's logic to them. And that's why you got to destroy it so you can see it. And then what's bad with our people here, you'll sign off on their foolishness. It is too many of them. But that's the problem now with us, why we're in the condition we in. Because he told, when you get in with these people, you're going to wind up giving yourselves over for them. That's they've been brought in Cinco. When I was growing up, we never had no Cinco de Mayo day. Never heard of it. How many of y'all grew up that never heard no Cinco de Mayo? We never had that stuff. We never had, all of a sudden now they got people talking about Cinco de Mayo. I had no idea what they talking about. We never done this stuff. But see, that's back to their gods. Back you giving homage back, and that's the danger and detriment of when you start to mix in with all these different people. Y'all got me? That's why when I tell you, I preach, there is a prejudice. It's a matter of you sitting down, and I tell people, you got to look at your condition. Where are you trying to go? Who's speaking the message, and who's showing the reality of a lifestyle and giving you what's viable for you to get to that place? You know what I'm saying? Is the information sustainable to keep you? You got me? Because if what they tell you not keeping them, I can assure you it ain't going to do nothing for me. It can't keep his hand out of the cookie jar. It definitely ain't going to keep mine out. Y'all got me? It ain't going to stop me from lying. It ain't going to stop him from lying. I know it ain't going to stop me from lying. You got me? So there's a lot of things that you've got to look at and you got to consider when you sit down and you talking about a place and you talking about following a person. That's just overall. What's a person? Are you going to be here for the long time or the long haul, or are you going to be here just when it's conducive for you? Y'all got me? There's a lot of things you got to consider. Y'all got me? There's a lot of things people, come on, go stand on up, Rashida. Hang in there, baby. Get some coffee, baby. See, that's why you can't be my friend. My friends had to stay up. Isn't that right? But it's just a matter of us actually sitting down and looking at it.
And like I said again, is unfortunate that people home into certain things. But at the end of the day, when you put out information, just like Yahushua said, he that have an ear, let him hear. Everything I spit and I thought is for a reason. When you scattering, just like he told a man went out, he sowed seed. Well, all my seeds ain't gonna go everywhere it's supposed to go. Some of it gonna fall on some thorns. And some other stuff gonna come up and gonna choke the dabarim out of. Because somebody heard ass, damn, and hell, and they said, that's my preacher. It'll choke and get you later. If you don't catch the real meat of what I'm trying to get you to see, and yeah, there's some anger, because I got to look at our condition. My condition ain't changing. I'm looking at now when my condition ain't changing, I got to come back and look at something from the information. What is it that we're missing in our lifestyle? What is it that we're not obtaining and what we're not? How do we get out of this situation? You got me? I don't see come here, keep sitting, let's keep hearing, and let's keep going back being a slave. Come here and sit, let's go back here and still keep getting induced with the same poison that's killing us and the same poison that killed our father. At some point, we got to take this information and we got to be willing to stand up and make a change. Y'all got me? The information is on there to make, if the information that'll make a change for me for salvation. When Yahushua, when Shaul and them found a man after when they had prayed and the prison doors opened, he took the man, he said, what must I do to be saved? He said, you have to believe on Yahushua HaMashiach, and thou shalt be saved. And now that man walked and left his job. This man didn't go back to what he was doing. You hear this information I'm telling you guys, it's unfortunate people teach it to a degree of take it and still keep going back dealing with these people. This man was a prison guard. This man sat here and was responsible for holding people like us that believe inside of prison. He looked at me being saved in my house. It don't allow me to go back to that. That's something we can't go back to. That's like he talking about once we take on the plan of salvation. It's impossible for those that were once enlightened to taste of the Shamayim gift and were made a partaker. And if these should fall away, can't renew them again. We can't go back. Our information don't teach us. It's so, people don't actually consider that. I'm telling you, a lot of people teach our doctrine from a slave mentality. Go back and just keep doing them cracker tail, keep kissing it, the rear ends and all these different things. Whatever make people heart feel good for themselves. But our information really free us from a lot of that because it brought us out of misery. He said, I heard you cry. Yeah. I'm crying. I ain't crying to go back. Please send me back to these crackers so I can keep working for them. Please let me keep begging these crackers. No, he said, I heard that cry. I came to free him. Yeah. He brought me out. And he told you that. You won't even see them no more. Yeah. I'm telling people, our information is about drive and move. Wow, that's amazing. And in football, the key of it is driving the ball. That ball don't move by itself. It's strategy, it's technique, it's about driving the ball. It's about getting down there and trying to make sure you get into their goal line. You got to get in there. I'm getting in their territory. Y'all got it? You trying to get out of yours, get in their territory. You trying to defeat these people. And this information don't teach us to sit here and wait no 4 plays and we sit here on the same yard line. Okay. There's a different, everybody got a different drive and goal and ambition for our people. Mine ain't to have these stuck on nobody's ass. Y'all hear me? It's just not them. Because all I keep seeing is him freeing us, and I don't see this captivity doctrine. I don't keep seeing this. I know how we got in this state. I'm trying to illuminate us to, there's no excuse. There's no line about the whole thing. We got ourselves in this situation. Y'all hear me? But there's a way out. Y'all got me? That's the whole person. The book said Elohim is faithful and will not suffer you to take more than you can bear. But with the temptation, ain't no way in the world he want me to keep these lips on their asses. He make a way to escape. That's what the information is about for us. Now they going to hear ass and the ass going to throw them all out. They ain't going to never be saved now. I assure you ass ain't condemned you. What's going to condemn you is what you do with the information. Because ass ain't going to make me go and get nobody else's. I got my own. Ass ain't going to make me go get drunk. Ass ain't going to make me go smoke no weed. Y'all hear me? Ass ain't going to make me go out murdering little kids and women, rape nobody. Ass ain't doing that to me. Their thinking is. Their association with these people is. Our people in the worst condition, we are no, I'm just trying to figure how we driving better cars, living in better houses, wearing better clothes. Clothes like this were unheard of for us years ago, our forefathers didn't wear them. And we wearing better clothes, better stuff, everything. They shoes had holes in them. I remember my dad, I remember older people, they wouldn't get shoes. They had, I watch old people, they would take a razor and cut the top over their shoes. So they corn, who ever seen that? That's old, they don't know about to do that. They didn't, when their shoes got tight, they would take a razor and just cut over the top where their toes were. And you'll look at me like, that's art. They couldn't afford to be going ahead and buying no shoes. You had to make room. They take a knife and they would cut over the toes. Wouldn't it? Y'all seen that before? Now, we got a closet full of, I grew up, you had 2 pairs of shoes. You had a church pair of shoes and a school pair. Your old shoe with the one had them hole in the bottom up to it and they stunk and they were dirty. They said, go put your play shoes on when you outside to play. They cut out them school. Come here. That's them school shoes. Yo, y'all, you didn't play them school shoes. Look at all the stuff we got now. You ain't got enough pussy to wear all them shoes now. But then look at your present day situation. Them folk didn't have all them different chains of suit. That's what you had. You buy a black and blue suit. That's all you get. You get dog suit. And you just wearing that's what it was. Old folk had no money to keep going back and forth. No clean. You ain't clean them suit unless somebody died. Yo, they ain't take no suit until somebody died. They said take that suit to the cleaner. Right now you keep wearing that same funky suit. Ain't that right? It just didn't. But now we got all this different stuff now that's been opened up to and been availed of. But yet, when it comes down to the information, we look at where we at. We way behind. And I said, and yet we sit around, we testifying that they did. Had we been in the days of our Abba, tell them what would have happened, son.
And say, if we had been in the Yamim of our Abba,
see that?
We would not.
For those that why you didn't miss that, Matthias 23, what at verse 31?
30.
Verse 30, what happened?
And say, if we had been in the Yamim of our Abba,
tell them what happened.
We would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the N.B.A.
See that? We wouldn't have been partaking with the blood of the N.B.A. Tell them what happened.
Wherefore, ye be witnesses unto yourselves.
That you do what?
That ye are the children of them which killed the N.B.A.
See that? You children of them. You the children of them. The reason he told that because children gonna typically have the behavior of their fathers. Y'all hear me? That's why Yahusha tried to tell me in the 8th chapter of the book of Yahushua, you are of your father, because you got the same traits, same ideas. That's why he was called the son of Daud. Had the same traits, same idea. That's what he had. The same trait, same idea. Okay, don't worry about it. So he looking at you, you bear the same traits and ideas that they had. In yourself, you might assume that you're right when you do it. At the book of Mashalisa, there's a way that seems right to a man, but then there are other ways of death. Y'all hear me? And he looked at it. Well, listen what else he told him. Come on.
Fill ye up then the measure of your Abba.
See that? Do just like your father done. Do the same. They just told him to fill you up the measure. Get to the full stature just like them. Because you're going to do the same thing to him. He was in the bar. Isn't that right? He told you to fill you up the same measure of your fathers. What happened?
Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell?
That's amazing. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Now, he just told them how they're going to escape the damnation of hell. Why would he pray them and say, forgive them? I just said you're not going to escape. That don't make sense. At Abarim 2 and 1, we're going to finish up this other stuff. Abarim 2 and 1. And we're going to finish up the 3rd chapter, 4th chapter. Let's see what happens. Listen.
Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard.
Because when we come back to look at what he told us in the 1st chapter, Elohim at sundry time in divers manner spake unto the fathers by the N.B.A, but hath in the last Yamim spoken unto us by his being. Ain't that right? Who told us he was the express image. Y'all hear me? The replica of, you know what I'm saying? An image is something formed off of something, you know what I'm saying? So now he told us he was the express image of it. And talked about the brightness of his coming. Then it started to tell us different traits about him. And which of the Malachi's say here at any time, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. He was letting us know the difference between him, just like when you refer to all of the different elements in the sky. They all have different name titles. They refer to the other one as stars. But yet when they come to the sun, they refer to it as a star. Y'all hear me? Because he told us in the book of 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, he said one, he make it to differ from another. There's a difference between what they call the sun and the other stars. The illuminating power, that one singular. Ain't that right? That one is different than it is to the other one. You call one sun, the other one you call star. There's a difference. You got me? But then our book comes up, and they're right, they come back and refer to it as the what? Daystar. Ain't but one that's going to outshine the rest of them. Y'all hear me? You'll never see the other one outshine him. Y'all got me? Showing us the difference. Even so, because a lot of things that we know from the simplicity of nature. Natural. There's no way to teach our book and not teach natural. It's just not possible. Because a lot of things that he's going to state, he's going to make clear, if I'm not familiar with nature, I'm definitely not going to be familiar with what he's telling me. A man sowing seeds, I never farmed, I have no idea and no knowledge of sowing. Before they came out with all these machines that can throw seeds, man did it. He take them, he did his number here. Now some gonna fall to the wayside, and you'll see some of them start to grow up. He said, but they don't take root and they wind up dying. The sun will scarce some of them because they had no root in them. Some when you throw it, some will fall down among some weeds, and those weeds will overgrow it and they'll wind up choking it. They'll take away. Weeds have the ability to become stronger than what you're trying to put up, and it'll choke it out. So he started to tell us different information about our gathering, being among these people. When he told us what these people do, because you should be familiar with that from being husbandmen. Anybody know anything about farming? You're going to till the ground first. You're going to rip the ground up. You're not just going to go through it. You're going to rip the ground up. The purpose of that is, well, you're going to be removing some things. Before I start planting, I got to tear the ground up. That's amazing. Because when I brought you, I needed everything else killed out. See, everything about you, it doesn't make sense to teach you if you don't know about nature. So it made sense when I put you in lands, I told you to expel everybody out. Because I can't plant you unless nobody going to go and plant until they tear the ground up first. So when I sent you in, I told you to burn their cities down. I told you to uproot and tear. See, you know why they have a problem with it? Because of Christian antics. But yet you claim to know something about him. You don't even know nothing about farming. Your book always especially talk about, I talked about gathering in the wheat. Before I plant, I got to tear. Let's see what he told, 2 and 1. Listen.
Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed
to the things
which we have heard.
Lest
at any time we should let them slip.
See that? That we're going to forget. Get a more serious state of mind. Let's say any time we let them slip. You know why I had to waste so much time talking about new stuff and talking about other stuff going on, and why? Because look at our condition. Man, you can feel the energy of people from in this room, even from the other in that camera. You got to combat everybody's knowledge, everybody's information, everybody's idea, everybody planning, everybody thinking on how it should go, what should happen, how things should be done. I think I know, I feel like I could do. You got to combat all that. There's some people, why I'm even here. I feel like quitting is not for me. You know how many different energies you get from people? You know how much manipulation that people have taken on and gotten. If you don't destroy this stuff these people believe, you ain't gonna do nothing with these people here. People don't believe that. I hope before you can plant, you got to tear up first. It don't make sense. That's why at one time we was going. We getting so much. Man, you're right here, you got this side, you're coming back, and then you're starting in the middle. But to just be told truthful, first thing I need to root up. I need to tear down. Then I can plant, then I can build. As long as you got these ideas, there's some truth instilled in what you got. That's some good in Christianity. Then I hadn't tore up yet. It ain't time to plant. I got to keep ripping. Huh? Greek mythology. We think it's time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get in here, you ain't going to believe it, though. What time I do? Greek. Time flies. That's a God that guy. You remember we said, woo, when you're having fun. See how you've been enjoying yourself now, just got you to buy in Greek philosophy. When you ever seen time take on wings? Never. But there we go. See how they manipulate you? And that's a good saying. Even old people said that. Didn't know nobody growing up, we didn't know about no mythology. People didn't use words like that. Mythology? No. I'm talking about for those that grew up in the older time, like CJ, Av, and some of us. I'm just saying, y'all had talks about mythology, elementary, middle school. We didn't have middle school. You went from elementary straight to high school. You good? It's coming back again. I need this whole row with demerit, right? Just the whole, except for Mook. Mook, you get a half a demerit. But again, they get you saying, yeah, we had no information about mythology as we thought we did, but then you were saying time flies when you're having fun. So they get you with these saying. He tried to tell us about these people. You got to watch these people, these fables. They start having you rehearsing and saying stuff before you know it, you giving yourself over into something. If you don't constantly destroy this stuff and rip it down, our people going to find themselves doing the same they did before. You're going to be sitting down eating at the idol's table. It is. It's so much that we do that's unknown to us. People, we don't think anything about it. Before you know it, you don't realize that's how they made a fool out of us. So you got to do so much ripping and tearing down, destroying, and pulling back so you can come back and say, now I can plant, now I can build. Y'all got it? Before you put a building, nobody's just going to go building on no ground. First thing they're going to come do before they come in, they're going to start to put down and build. One of the things they're going to, what you going to do? Do what? I can't hear you. What are they going to do? Survey. You're going to survey. That's what he told, that's what Abraham had to do. Walk the land, survey it. On top of that, people don't know that what else they got to do. They got a ball. You're going to drop that ball. You're going to make sure the ground's stable. I mean, you weren't wrong because you went straight to foundation. You don't see how much got to be done before we can get to that point. So a lot of times you just go here and y'all will feel, let's go put a foundation. First thing we do, we need to survey. That's what Abraham did. In the 13th chapter of the book about a sheep. Let's see what he did right quick. I'm in no way the best that did. That's a lot. Let me tell you something. That's the good thing about this world. You got so many choices. Who have been a blessing? What's the last? Yeah, give me 16. You know, it was always my end when I sat in those seats. You know, I want somebody to say something to me that I could recognize. I said I one of them people, I had a lot of different things going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to be free, but I didn't know how to express that to anybody. I didn't know who you go to and tell people what you're really dealing with. So I want a person just going out, talk to no preacher, just tell them what I had going on. So I felt like some stuff was just too personal. If he knew, then I felt like it was a God that he knew. I wasn't going to tell him. You just had to be able to reach me. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard for people to actually get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Certain people did to a point, but I didn't know how to express myself and get certain things out. I wanted salvation, but I felt like I never was going to get it. I just felt like I never was going to get it. You got it? Because I still had a lot of other loves, too. A lot of that came from other loves I had. Some other stuff I like to do, other stuff I love to do, and it kept me from being just fully committed. So when I come out here and I talk about a lot of different things, I tell a lot of different things, I know it's easy to have some things you still love and that keep you from being fully committed. I know what y'all problem is. I know you. Just like Moshe said, I know you. I already know you. I've been rebellious in my life. You're going to be much more in my death. He knew him. He was one of them. I know my people. I know exactly what we deal with. You don't have to communicate. Some of y'all don't want to talk. You're too busy. Don't worry about it. Well, I know what you're dealing with. I know what you do. That's why I come at some of you sit back and look and just watch and say, he don't know me. I do know you. I know you for the fact you're inconsistent with what you're doing because you got other loves. Those other loves keep you from doing what you need to do. Those other commitments you got, they'll keep you from doing what you need to do. I would come down, I would be at church, and if I want to do, I feel it, I'll be high. I want to go all the way, but then I got to realize when I get out of here, I got to sell weed. Well, I sell dope. I got to smoke weed. I got to stuff, I got to go back, I got to shack up when I leave here. So it was only so far I could really go. I volunteer time. I come on Wednesdays, I get to give money, we feed the hungry. I do stuff like that. I do all the, just like Shaul said, but I'm nothing. I was a sounding, brass, tinkling cymbal. I wasn't going to fully commit, so I make sure I make up for it in other places. That's what you'll do. That's what we do. And when people don't reach us and know where we at, because sometimes we look at the masses, it ain't always the masses, it's some other people. You talked about leaving the 99 just to go get the one. I was that one that was sitting there. All those other people were listening to that man, people weren't going to be saved. But it was somebody he saw that was there. It's one in there I can use. That's what people miss. When I put this out here, you want the master to hear. But there's only a few people he can use. They hear my message. All you can't be used. That's not possible. Because when it comes down to it, you've been invited to a feast, and all of you sitting here, or some of you, are going to make excuses. Some of you, you got a family. and you just cannot come. Some of you have just purchased some things. Huh? Some of you got some stuff you must go see, and you won't be excused. And you know what he said? Not one of these people shall come and eat at my feast. But because you rejected, he opened up the door for me to get in. Had some other people stayed consistent, I wouldn't be up here now. Huh? The people that hate me, you ought to hate them bastards that didn't do their job. Huh? I wouldn't be up here now. I got opportunity to get in. A lot of people heard, but they ain't come. Huh? You know, I piped under you, but you wouldn't dance. I mourned under you, and you wouldn't even let me. He said, but wisdom is justified of her children. He knew there's somebody that's listening, that's hearing me, that understand everything I say. I got some calls from some people, and some people have said something, and when they said it, they was 100% on point what they said. I said, that's exactly it. They said people don't hear what you're saying. People hear certain things. People, exactly. There's some people he needed. The other, there's some that need to scatter. There's some people need to go. There's some people don't need to hear this. Y'all know that? There's some people don't need to. That's amazing. That's amazing. Do we actually believe, is it our belief that he came to save the world? Do we believe that? We should. That's what he said. But he did it in disguise. So although I actually came to do something, I disguised it for a reason. We're gonna get ready to get there. Give me your Ukanon. Listen. Your Ukanon 12:37. Listen.
But though he had done so many miracles before them,
Pay attention. Although he had done so many miracles before them,
yet they believed not on him.
yet they didn't believe on him, Leon. I don't know what would have stopped them. Seeing all them different works he did, he said, yet what happened, Brandon?
Yet they believed not on him.
That's amazing. All that stuff he did, you know that they didn't believe on him. What happened?
That the saying of Yeshayahu the N.B.A might be fulfilled,
Like what?
which he spake, Yahuwah, who hath believed our report,
That's what he said, who had believed our report. And what else happened?
and to whom hath the arm of Yahuwah been revealed.
Like what?
Therefore they could not believe, because that
Hold on for a minute.
Yeshayahu.
Hold on for a minute. What did you say?
Therefore they could not believe.
What did could not mean? Weren't able. They weren't able? Hold you got for a minute. Your Ukanon, chapter 3, verse 16. We grew up on this. Man, it was Sunday school, vacation Bible school stuff here. I think I made a little ceramic thing that painted. It was white, and I had to paint it with red. The blood. I know it was the blood. That thing got broke. Yeah, I had that thing on there. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoso believed in him should not perish, have everlasting life. Ain't that beautiful? Listen to what he said.
For Elohim so loved the Aritz,
That he did what?
gave his only begotten Ben,
So we do believe he was sent to save, didn't we? Don't we? The Aritz. Everybody in the Aritz his? Everybody in the Aritz is not his. Yet he sent him to save the Aritz. And what happened?
that whosoever believeth in him.
Who is whosoever? Yahudim? Anybody. It's Yahudim, Yashraal, Gentile. That's anybody. What happened?
Should not perish,
But do what?
have everlasting life.
So what happened?
For Elohim sent not his Ben into the Aritz,
To do what?
condemn the Aritz,
To damn it. That's what condemned. He didn't send him to damn it. But what happened?
that the Aritz through him
Might.
be saved.
What happened?
He that believeth on him
What?
is not condemned.
Look at that. All you got to do is don't just believe on him and don't even be condemned. You know that? Just to keep you from being damned, all you got to do is believe on him. Yahudim, Yashraal, Gentile. All you got to do is believe on him and you don't be damned. Ain't that beautiful? That's some simplistic. Believe on him and you ain't damned. What happened?
But he that believeth not is condemned already.
He that does what?
But he that believeth not is condemned already,
What happened?
because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Ben of Elohim.
What happened?
And this is the condemnation.
That what happened?
Light is come into the
That
Aritz,
order has come into the Aritz. What happened?
and Anus love Kashak rather than Ahura,
Why?
because their deeds were evil.
What happened?
For every one that doeth evil,
Hated what?
the Ahura,
What happened?
neither cometh to the Ahura,
What happened?
lest his deeds should be reproved.
What happened?
But he that doeth Amat cometh to the Ahura,
But he that doeth true come to the order. What happened?
that his deeds may be made manifest,
That they are what?
wrought in.
Wrought is the past word of work. Work is present. Wrought is the past tense of it. See, if you come, then the order would manifest your past works and show that it's a mot. But you won't come. Because you come, you know what to look at. You ain't got no works, do you? So you know what you do? You go back to Kashab. Let's see what he said again. 12th chapter, 12:37. See if it makes sense. Yeah, Ukanan 12:37. Listen.
But though he had done so many miracles before them,
What happened?
yet they believed not on him.
Listen, wow. I wonder why, Craig. I am so confused, y'all. Why wouldn't they believe? Who got an idea why they wouldn't believe? They want to come to an order? What was it? Huh? They may not be converted. Why? Huh? Because of what? They are the world. What did y'all just read? He told you why their deeds. Their deeds kept them from believing. Although he knew, although he was sent to save the rich, you ain't coming. When I put this out here, you think I believe I'm going to draw these people, inside these people? No, I just put it out here. I know you ain't coming. You can't come, because Yeshayahu ain't going to be wrong. Whoever believed our report. He told you why they ain't going to believe it. It's called your deeds. Only reason they fight me and hate me, end of the fight, I already know why. I know you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Ain't nobody doing what they supposed to do hate me. Ain't possible. What you hate me for? I ain't took nothing, ain't stole nothing, ain't tried to sleep or rape your kid. What have I done? Tell these folks, make them say, what has he done? I don't like what? Because I just don't like him. Hell, there ain't no excuse. Tell me what? I beat you out of what? I stole, I manipulated out of what? I tricked you into what? You ain't got nothing. I don't like them words. I don't like your mama. Why? Because she wouldn't do this and break that ass neck. See, I can tell why I don't like them. Why I don't like their mama. She knew you couldn't be redeemed. He said, if you can't break it, break the ass neck. That's bad. That's bad. People don't even know about that, do they? They really don't know do it. That's amazing. That's amazing. They ain't going to believe what Eli did when he failed. What happened now? He broke his neck. Wow. Because he already told him what was going to happen. So when he fell and broke his neck, you should have caught on. You can't be redeemed. They don't pay attention. They be busy fighting me and don't realize I be trying to help these. They around, they tell you, why didn't they say he broke and his leg or his ankle broke? Let you know he broke his neck for a reason. That's what you're supposed to do to her. Can't redeem him. He said, I told him. He did. He told. It is Yahuwah. He knew who told him that. I know what I told you. And you don't say here you're messed up. No, that's it. You're not getting in. It's the same thing we're looking at with you guys, the different people that watch, those you sit here. Y'all can say mess around you want to. You actually think I believe every one of y'all in here going to pay attention and obey what I'm telling you. Man, this thing going out to the elect. Don't read the other stuff got you and allow how to use these other inches I use because that's a technique and that's what he give me to do. It ain't meant for everybody to get in. Same thing you learning right here. Listen what he told. But don't forget, he sent his only begotten son that whosoever believe him should not perish but have everlasting life. That's everybody. Whosoever we agree. He said he didn't even send him into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be what? But then he said, but this is the condemnation. Our orders coming to the risk. He started telling you what happened. Then he told you what happened. Your deeds going to keep you from believing. Let's see what happened. Come on, 12:37. Finish it up. Your Ukanan 12:37. Listen.
That the saying of Yashayahu the N.B.A might be fulfilled,
Listen.
which he spake, Yahuwah, who hath believed our report.
So when you don't believe me, this book, who don't believe our report? And to whom?
Hath the arm of Yahuwah been revealed.
Listen.
Therefore they could not believe.
Why?
Because that Yashayahu said again.
See that? You can't believe because he done already said why. Tell them why.
He hath blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart.
Y'all hear that? He blinded their eyes. He blinded their eyes. That same blindfold that was on Yahusha, same one on you. He blinded your eyes. And what does he do?
He hath blinded their eyes and hardened their heart.
Same way he did with Pharaoh. Man knew it was wrong to go. You know what happened? People started talking. Why he started talking? You gonna let all them people just walk out and leave like that? Stirred him up. He went right out there. Didn't even know hard in his heart to go right. You know how mad your mind got to be that you set him and there's something separating you all that night that you can't get over to me and I can't get to you. And in the morning time comes, you look up and I'm gone and you see the seat parted. And something in your mind and your heart telling you, come after me. I'm already looking at the fact. All my people, I lost my kids. All of my people lost their firstborn. Y'all done left out here. I pressed you out. I pushed you out. I need you gone. And I'm sitting here looking at the massacre you left him, from animal to man. And then some tell me, and I let the persuasion of somebody come tell me, come after you to pursue you? Then when I come, something gets in between me all night and you that I can't get to you. In the morning I wake up, you gone. And the sea departed. And some saying, go in after you. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. See, people don't know I know. The why would get these folk hard started and get these people pursuing is not smart. That stuff not smart. I try to tell you, the book of Michal said, keep the door out of our mouth. Close to her that lie in your bosom. A lot of times things will trick your mind, your heart, and put you out there. A lot of times men get driven off of pride and envy and stuff they do. These women will do it to them. And but tell you, pride, it'll mess you up. It won't build an album, it build a world. And the world passed away and the lust thereof. All right, listen.
That they should not see with their eyes,
And what happened?
nor understand with their heart,
And do what?
and be converted, and I should heal them.
That's bad. That's bad. So now we see what happened. When we even talked about it in the book of Tahalim, he told you, he said he made Kashaf his pavilion. That was a veil. That's what happened when a person blind. They don't see light. They see darkness. Y'all don't know that? That's what he did. He blinded our eyes so you wouldn't believe. What you going to do if you can't see it? Typically how we operate, we don't even walk by faith. We walk by sight. And that's what hurts you. You walk by sight and not by faith. He knows how you operate. Guess what? That's why he blinded you. Because I know how you believe. I already know how you operate. I know the intent of your heart. If you don't see it, you ain't going to believe it. Huh? If you don't know it, ain't nobody going to tell it to you. And that's going to be your downfall. Y'all hear me? But yet you look at, when you go here and you look at it for the Christian antics, for us, we believe he came to save everybody, didn't he? But what are you going to do with what he just told you right here? Meaning, I ain't intending to save all these people. The book said he's hardening your heart. Because I know what you love. I'm going to give you them trinkets. I'm going to give you them people. I'm going to give you them things. I'm going to let you go to them places. Because you know what? You're not going to hear. Your heart going to be hard. And you're not going to be converted. And I ain't going to heal you. Sin is an incurable disease. Ain't but one man got the cure to it. He got the patent on it. Huh? All I am is just a salesman. As Bishop said, he's the plaintiff. I'm just the witness. I'm just coming here to tell y'all about the corporation. I'm just a salesman of the product. I didn't make it myself. I'm just trying to sell it to you. But when you come out, if you're going to be a skilled salesman, you got to know how to reach people. You just walk down the street. Hell, I'm wondering why my number's so low. I'm wondering why my number's so low. Huh, come on, walk down the street. You don't want that, do you? You probably don't want none. I just, come on, walk in. What's up, money? Talk to you, feel good. What is that man? Sharp dresser. Ain't that right? I tell you, you're a smart man. I got to get this man to stop. This man going, no doubt he's going to do something. I got to get this man stopping. I ain't got long. He stopped, he looks, caught me, he want to look. First thing already, the nigga finna pull a scale and think he's smarter than me. Never smarter than you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I already know you smart. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna try to trick you. I just want to show you something, that's all. You ain't even got to get it. Talk to a man that is intelligent. He said, okay, he already know he ain't smarter than him. He ain't smarter than him. All right, what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? You got to get a person. I'm telling you, proud. I see people looking at me sometimes, they be like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You just say, you know I don't want it. You ain't even sure in it. Well, you know, it don't even make sense to stop me. Don't look at me, but exactly. No. I mean, what are you selling? You shook them, look at how you. You ain't gonna never say. You wonder why your number's low. Then you know they're gonna blame it on that. It's the product. Don't nobody, 3 people I did it. You ain't gonna believe it. Don't nobody want to buy it. You got to know how to reach the right audience. You got to look at people that you can see that need what you got. See, that's what I do. What I got, I can see people. You need what I got, and I convince you sound listen long enough. So you got to be able to express to people that you see them, you know them. That's why a lot of people not effective. They come down and give Peter the book, say, he that win his soul, you ain't going to believe it. Got to be wise. I got to reach people. It's some people ain't going to never reach them. Because where they at, they ain't going to never go no higher. It's some people out there, listen, it's some people already got me here. In a box. They don't know that's a circle. They already got me on a box. Man, Tony Smith in a box. I know it. I ain't trying to reach you. Because we already got shape identity problem. You know what I'm saying? You tell me I'm in a box, you done drew a circle. I'm trying to reach. It's some people out here I'm going to get. Anybody that's going to reach them. That's why he got all of the different abilities and styles that we have. Some people might look at. I said, you can't play. It would be beautiful if you could save everybody. But there's too many ideologies out here. There's too many ideas. I got folks that they already got me examined out. They got a board on my board. They around their computer screen putting on my board. The women worse than the men. And it's all about where I'm wrong at. It is. It's all about where I'm wrong. But they ain't going to look at the good of what I'm doing. Somebody listening. I'm going to get somebody that somebody ain't going to reach. It's going to be somebody that's going to reach somebody I'll never get. And that's because it's just my style don't fit them. That's not what they're into. Find what fits it. This is what I look at as Shaul said. He said, some preach Mashiach or contention. He said, looking to add affliction to my bun. He said, but notwithstanding, in every place, as long as he preached, he said, I rejoice in him. If a man doing the work and people going to get it, I'm good. Everybody gonna do. I say some stuff people say. There's some people that'll come on and be a whole lot more serious, will never crack a joke, or they might say never laugh, just come, information, go. I ain't against them people. It's gonna be some people ugly, it's gonna be some people, but at the end of the day, if the information is getting there and people being saved and people being changed, I'm good. Because I didn't make my ability. Nobody makes their ability, he give it. Y'all hear me? That's what he do. He put in the body as it please who? Him. At the whole end, he know. Every one of us going to do different. We're going to have a different effect when it comes down to reaching people. Because everybody's different. Everybody has a different idea. Everybody has a different taste factor. And a palate when it comes down to information or how it's given out to them. So you do it to your ability, that's when he be glorified. Isn't that right? My whole goal is, that's like I said, even I know y'all people in here. I know every one of y'all. Ain't no member here, I ain't got it. I don't know. I say I'm with you. I can walk you through it and let you know exactly where you at. Then someone come to me. Tell me about myself. You already know for you can't. Get out my damn face. Come asking me no question. I don't even care you shoot me game. What you looking at here? If I told you to kill you, tell me what you think about me. I don't think you can handle it. Go and get out my face. Ain't that right? It ain't about what I think about you. I didn't tell you to go with my opinion of what I think about you. Let's go what's fact. This is where it's going to determine where you're going to spend it. I might hate your shoes. Now I'm going to hell. I wore the wrong shoes. I never said that. I might think you physically ugly. That don't mean you're going to hell. That's being honest. But you tell somebody that, you're going to kill them. They're going to say, Pastor, I'm ugly. I'm going to hell. I never made that statement. Somebody liking your clothes or your face or your shape, your style had nothing to do with your salvation. You got to look at information. How well are you upholding and obtaining this information? This is going to determine where you spend eternity. Not what somebody's personal opinion of you is. Y'all got me? People's personal opinion, that don't mean nothing to me, not to the effect of my salvation. My goal at the end of the day, I want to see people saved, but my ability only allows me to do so much. Y'all got me? I have a genuine care for our people and our cause out here. And our people have been manipulated too long sitting. We got pews. We set up just like a church. You say potato, they say potato. And a lot of times the teaching even come back to be Christian antics. Because it still teach you to be enslaved. It teaches you to still keep going to work for these same people. When you talk about freeing yourself, we got to free ourselves on every aspect. When he brought us out from them, he said, I served you. When I cut you, you weren't supposed to go back. The whole teaching was for you not to go back. That premise gave us the same mindset for sin. Because you was in a worse condition. You was in a dying condition. You was in a manipulative position, which is sin. So the whole thing of serving is to take you away from everything that's going to feed into that ideology. Your jobs. It's going to be hard. I go to my job, everybody take smoke break, everybody not smoke, everybody come at smile, and I got a smoking problem. I got to get away from these people. I get away from these people. Everybody around here sleeping around, messing around my job, and I'm in here with these people, and that's one of my weak points. I'm going to have a problem. It's going to mess me up. That whole thing was to separate us from these people. I'm teaching you complete separation. I'm being honest, we got to separate. These people do a lot of damage to us. And a lot of time, a lot of not strong enough to try to be on these jobs, these people, and still trying to uphold what we're saying we believe with these people. We can do business and we can trade with you on certain ends on it, but it's just not going to be good to staying so lax and stay so integrated with these people. We got to separate from them. That being honest, it is. Okay, let's finish up, son. Come on, Let's get back over to that Operine 2 and 1 and give me that 3 and 7 so I can work on down that 4 and 9, and we'll try to get y'all on through some more information. But I still got this Montayahu 4th chapter to deal with. Listen.
Therefore,
that's right, Operine 2 and 1. Therefore, we ought to give
the more earnest heed,
the most serious state of mind,
to the things which we have heard.
Thing, Thing,
to the things,
Things.
yes.
How did you only catch ass, damn, and hell? So you didn't get a more earnest thing. You didn't. Things. Huh? Even your book teach you to let us hear the conclusion. Ass and down was everything I ever said. Go back and check into it. That's all I said the whole time. That's all I ever preached. I said a lot of things. But you need to do like the book. You need to hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Elohim and keep His commandment, because that's the whole duty. That's your whole obligation you being here. Y'all got me? And you got to get yourself strong enough and get yourself to be mindful of, you got to go out and integrate with these people. A whole lot of things, but you got to know how to deal with these people. Y'all got to operate. I can tell you every day I pray that we navigate, learn how to tread among these serpents. Man, that's a hard job out here with these people. You got to deal with these people lying and cunning, deceitful. I do business with these people. I go out all the time. And I got to be smart when I'm dealing with these people. Y'all hear me? I do just like He told me. Well, you know or not, I'd have made friends with mammon and unrighteous. Huh? I got to know how to deal with these people you out here. You got to be real smart dealing with these people. So what I'm trying to tell you about establishing getting your own, the same we need to do for your soul. You need to get saved for yourself. When I tell you about establishing your own, it's for yourself. Y'all got me? And for the saving of your house, when New Ark built that ark, he built it for a reason, for the saving of his house. Huh? Now you got to look at your building, your mortal body. He said, if this earthly tabernacle be dissolved, and we're supposed to have another building. Huh? Not made with hands, eternal in the Shamayim. Y'all hear me? So what preparation you make? I'm trying to get y'all prepared on every aspect. Y'all got me? I just feel like it's unfair to prepare you on one end and not the other. Y'all got me? He done told, if the good man of the house had known which way to thief, he would have what? He wouldn't have suffered his what? Why am I still singing when these people waiting to fire me? I got to make preparation. When they fire me, when he comes and say, man, I'm leaving. He said, what? Man, I knew you were coming. I'll meet you at the door. All right. All right. These people don't be paying attention. That's why, man, you got to be able to move quick. I'm just being honest. A lot of us, we not in a responsive state to realize how quick you got to be able to transition. Huh? When Mushal was coming, the Malaki came to meet him in the way to do what? To do what? Kill his son. What did his wife do? She circumcised and threw the meat down at her feet, threw it at his feet, said, daughter, bloody, man, you got to move quick. You got to be able to move quick. Y'all hear me? And a lot of times we not. Y'all take too much time. You procrastinate. You're overthinking. You're underthinking. Y'all hear me? You overthink on the simplest matter, and then when it comes to things that more serious, you ain't even got a thought in your mind or a care. To yourself, how quick you got to be able to transition. Y'all hear me? You have to be able to transition. Like I said, you got to get more earnest heed to the things which you have heard. Let's say anytime you're going to let them, what happens, son?
Slip.
For if the word,
Spoken by Malachi,
which is dabarim, and what happened?
was steadfast,
And if every
transgression,
and disobedient
received a sadak recompense of reward,
what did he tell us, son?
how shall we escape?
So nobody going nowhere. In or out. In or out. He said, how are we going to escape? If we do what?
Neglect so great salvation.
Especially when you're in a dire need. That's what makes it so great. Give me $5 ain't really that great if I don't really need it. But if I really need it, it really helped me out and it saved me from a bad situation, that was a great $5. You really need this. For you to sit here and be a fool and not to obtain and not to pay attention to it and consider everything been told you and put into play for your salvation, how are you going to escape? How are you going to escape? You neglect such great salvation. Which at the first
began to be spoken by the Malak and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him.
Elohim,
Also bearing them witness
Bo,
with signs and wonders,
and
with divers miracles
gift
of the Ruach HaKodesh,
according to
his own will.
that's what we're looking at. It's working, a manifestation that we do. It's according to his will, ain't according to man's will. A lot of times how we see things and how we might perceive things ain't the way he does. Same way when he sent in Shumuel to anoint one of the sons of Jesse, and they would call him Jesse. But he went in and everybody he saw was not the man. And the man they were looking for wasn't even there. The man to be anointed wasn't even there. Y'all hear me? But you know what he said? We're not going to sit down and eat till he get him. They didn't pay attention, did they? Because Yahusha told his taught one to go and prepare you to pass up, the Passat. And you ain't going to believe it. They didn't eat till he got there. You know what that let them know? That's him. That's him. Huh? They should have paid attention because nobody could eat till he got there. Huh? And a lot of times we missing these points because we got so many other things going on. So many other things working at us and against us. When you talk about, they say spiritual wickedness in high places, there's a lot working. There's so much working against us, from these sports to movies, to plays, to people, to amusements, to arts, and to museums. Hell, we got so much stuff working out. He told in high places, we have no idea. Things we said to be culture, short word cult, to make us be in a cult. They got all these different things. You go and you can take it, you can put your children and put your kids in these things. And they need programs. Huh? They got us in so many different things that we don't even consider, man. That's a lot working against us out here. High place, a lot of people working. The people that's trying to trap and manipulate you, they know what they're doing. You look and say, that's odd that they put that. It's odd to you, fool. That's what they do. That's what they do to lead you to the slaughter. These people have been working against us. And all they got to do is keep us long enough to get us trapped in with them. Before you know it, we done. Y'all hear me? These people have been working against us for years and still working. They never stop. They won't get on TV and acknowledge him, but how I know they know him is by the things that they do. It's the things that don't do that let me know they know him. Just why would you be selling watermelon water? What this new watermelon water, that what you call it, Beyonce came and invested on that, got semen in it. Watermelon is actually another code word they got for semen. And she's one of the bigger back investors in watermelon water. Okay. Got semen. Just amazing that this other heifer, Lady Gaga, got a perfume, got her semen. I don't know how a woman gets semen. Well, they put her blood in it or took something from her. And they're supposed to have semen in it, and her blood, it got blood in it. Where she gets semen and put in some perfume? This stuff is, and guess what? People love it. Who you need to take this? Us. These people know what they're doing. They know you don't know they know they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. Don't make no fool out yourself now. They know exactly what they're doing. It's just that you don't know. You keep assuming these people getting tricked. These people not getting tricked. They're tricking you. Every one of these people know exactly what they're doing. Exactly what they're doing. It's just you the fool that you keep seeing. That's why I got to tear down everything these people do, and I can't ever take a break on these people because they're never taking a break on you. When I take them in our workout, they say, I'm tired, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I said, the people that are training for you are not taking a break. Is that not what I tell y'all? I tell them every time they say, I said, the people that are training for you now, I said, you know they ain't taking no break, right? I just want them to know that when they say what they can't do. Somebody's training for you, and the person that's training for you, they know they got to be better than you to get you. Okay. That's amazing. That's amazing. They don't know nothing about these people, do they? Y'all don't know people watch you, people know about you before they come get you? They don't know. Shafatim. $15 and 1. Will you give me that? Give me Shafatim 14. What's the last verse?
20.
20. Back me up about 14. Let me see what it says. Listen.
And he said unto them, out of the eater came forth meat,
Uh-huh.
and out of the strong came forth sweetness.
That's 14.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're going to back me up to 11. See what that says. Listen.
And it came to pass, when they saw him, that they brought 30 companions to be with him. And Shamshun said unto them, I will now put forth a riddle unto you. If you can certainly declare it me within the 7 yamim of the feast, and find it out, then I will give you 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. But if you cannot declare it me, then shall ye give me 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. And they said unto him, Put forth thy riddle, that we may hear it. And he said unto them, Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. And they could not in 3 yamim expound the riddle. Mm-hmm. And it came to pass on the 7th yamim, on the 7th yom, that they said unto Shamshun's Nashim, Entice thy husband, that he may declare unto us the riddle, lest we burn thee and thy father's house with fire. Have ye called us to take that we have? Is it not so? And Shamshun's Nashim wept before him, and said, Thou dost but hate me, and lovest me not. Thou hast put forth a riddle unto the children of my people, and hast not told it me. And he said unto her, Behold, I have not told it my father nor my mother, and shall I tell it thee? And she wept before him the 7 yamim, while their feast lasted. And it came to pass on the 7th yom that he told her, because she lay sore upon him, and she told the riddle to the children of her people. And the Anus of the city said unto him on the 7th yom before the sun went down, What is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than a lion? And he said unto them, If ye had not plowed with my heifer.
If you did what?
Had not plowed with my heifer.
If you did what?
If ye had not plowed with my heifer.
Tell me what would happen, Brandon.
Ye had not found out my riddle.
That's how they use our women. That's amazing. That's amazing they know. Why they ain't just go and get him drunk? It's somebody with you that loves something else more than they love you. So they threaten they're going to burn her and her daddy. You'll tell. People manipulate. They know how to get it. Why they ain't threatening to kill him? Grab him, tie him up, put a knife. Nigga, you don't tell her what it is, we finna kill you. We gonna stab you. And we don't find out what you gonna tell her. Something better than that. We'll get your woman. She weak. Your woman entice you and send you after. People don't realize that, do they? Same thing happened to Adon. The servant knew who to come to. Use the woman to get to the man that made the stupid, ill mistake. They don't see that. They don't see that. A lot of times they don't even realize they'll use them. Y'all know women. Women, y'all can't be manipulative. Okay. They're not about 3-4 ounces. Depending on what you want to do, what you want to drive for. You know how to do it. That man realized something. Had you not plowed my heifer, because I wouldn't tell him. Yo, no way that servant would come into our dome, he going to get nothing done. And he was smart enough to know, don't even waste my time. I know you ain't going to tell me. I know you ain't going to do it. But when I get to her, she'll get to you. You'll make the fatal mistake. Them women know they'll put their husband on suicide. They'll put them on the suicide run. I done seen them do that. Let me tell you something. I see way further than what people think I see. I know exactly how you get on your suicide run. The wife will drive them. These people already know they know how to tackle to get to. The wicked, he told you, I don't was not deceived. He wasn't buying it. It was no way. It ain't happening. Ain't no way possible you going to come in and act me nothing stupid like that. But the woman will. I'll dress the woman up. I'll get her and entice her. She'll come and make you make the fatal mistake. Trying to help you out. I just to show you how people can watch you and know you. At the 15th chapter. Let's see. 15:1. Went right back, he told, he said, didn't I tell you not to eat of that tree? You don't eat them. He said, the woman you gave me. She gave me. Know what Yahushua will learn? So y'all the people gonna mess me up. That's bad. He gotta walk on the scene and look at, wow, that's bad, y'all gonna mess me up. I got all that law told me not to eat of it. But then I got you. You'll sit here and you'll do it. You'll manipulate me, make a fool out of me. Listen.
But it came to pass within a while after, in the time of wheat harvest, that Samson visited his nashim with a kid.
What happened?
And he said, I will go into my nashim into the chamber.
What happened?
But her Abba would not suffer him to go in.
What happened?
And her Abba said, I verily thought that thou hast utterly hated her.
Listen.
Therefore I gave her to thy companion. Is not her younger sister fairer than she?
What happened?
Take her, I pray thee, instead of her.
Yeah.
And Samson said concerning them, now shall I be more blameless than the Philistines,
What happened?
though I do them a displeasure.
Listen.
And Samson went and caught 300 foxes, and took firebrands, and turned tail to tail, and put a firebrand in the midst between two tails. And when he had set the brands on fire,
What happened?
he let them go into the standing corn of the Philistines, and burnt up both the shocks and also the standing corn with the vineyards and olives.
You do know he's talking about Yahushua when he come back. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yahushua told y'all that. He said he going to burn you with unquenchable fire. He asked you, what was the chaff to the wheat? But you didn't catch that. Hold you got. Matthieu 3 and 9. And we'll come back. Listen.
And think not to say within yourselves,
I have what?
Abraham to our Abba,
Tell them why.
for I say unto you that Elohim is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham.
And you wonder why they got out of the grave. Don't worry about it. Listen.
And now also
The axe.
is laid unto the root of the trees.
Talk to me.
Therefore every tree which bringeth not forth tau fruit,
Is what?
hewn down
Listen.
and cast into the fire,
What happened?
I indeed immerse you with Ma'im unto repentance.
What happened?
But he that cometh after me is mightier than I.
Who's what?
Shoes I am not worthy to bear.
Yeah.
He shall immerse you with the Ruach HaKodesh and with fire,
Yeah.
whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor.
Wow. He going to do what now?
Thoroughly purge his floor,
What happened?
and gather his wheat into the garner.
Yeah.
But he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire.
Well, he's going to go back and play. He's going to make sure he destroyed everything. When Samson sent the fire, he killed everything through there. Burn it all down. That's what I come to do. I come to tear it all down. I can't destroy everything you put down. I want to tear it up and burn it. Why he ain't go and pluck out the good stuff and then let it burn? Not at all. He told you going to do. He's going to thoroughly purge his floor. You know what you use to purge stuff? Use fire to purify. Burn that field up, also purify it. Kill everything. Ain't just the chaff that was bad. Everything that grew from it bad. Burn it all up. It was their field. Look at the people that planted. I got to destroy everything they planted. People want me to come through and pick a little bit out. Burn it all up. They don't look at it like they do it. He shall be called a Nazarene. How you going to thoroughly purge your, so what are you going to leave on the floor? That's amazing. You're going to really clean your floor right, you're going to move and get stuff out the way. That way you get all of it. That's what he did. Burn it all up. He put them telltale, go through and burn everything they got up. That's what he came to do. Came to burn it up. Listen.
Then cometh Yahusha.
No, let's jump back over to the book of Shaphatim, 15. What verse was it? Verse 4?
Verse 6.
Let them get it, 15 to 6, Shaphatim. Those why you'll call it judge. I got people saying they want the name, they want this. I told them just follow along. You'll be all right. You want more than what you need. You're going to get it, you're going to go make a mess. I need that Bible to take you. The one you got is all right. We're gonna walk through it together. Y'all want one? I need that Bible to follow. You'll get it. I tell you what it is. You just follow along. You'll be all right. You know, I ain't even gave them all the name. They be all right. They go. We get it as we going in it. Everybody want more than what I give them. Just take what I got. You eat this, you do well. Trying to go. They got all kind of books out that these folks get going. Take your time. Listen.
Then the Philistines said, "Who hath done this?" And they answered, Shamshun.
They said Shamshun did it. Listen.
The son-in-law of the Timnite.
Yeah.
Because he had taken his Nashim and given her to his companion.
Listen.
And the Philistines came up and burnt her and her Abba with fire.
Listen.
And Shamshun said unto them,
and you know what he looked at? Listen what happened.
Though ye have done this, yet will I be avenged of you, and after that I will cease.
That's amazing. After I burn up everything you got, after I kill every one of you, he said, then I'm going to stop. So now you know how long he's going to be trying to destroy you. And I'm consumed. You know why? They took his Nashim, which is us. They gave us over to Jesus. These people tricked and induced us, and you done gone over to the other God. That's why he come back to burn. He coming back in to get it burned. He come back. You already been given away. He come back, that's why he going to burn that place up. He said, after I finish that, then I'll stop. And on top of that, I'm going to be blameless. When I kill every one of you, I'm going to be blameless. Listen.
And he smote them hip and thigh with a great slaughter.
Listen.
And he went down and dwelt in the top of the rock Etam.
Listen.
Then the Philistines went up and pitched in Yehuda and spread themselves in Lehi.
Listen what happened. Come on.
And the Anus of Yehuda said, Why are ye come up against us? And they answered, To bind Shamshun are we come up.
Listen.
To do to him as he hath done to us.
What happened?
Then 3,000 Anus of Yehuda went to the top of the rock Etam, and said to Shamshun, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us?
Listen.
What is this that thou hast done unto us?
And what happened?
And he said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them.
Yeah.
And they said unto him, We are come down to bind thee, that we may deliver thee into the hand of the Philistines.
Listen.
And Shamshun said unto them, Swear unto me that ye will not fall upon me yourselves.
Listen.
And they spake unto him, saying, No, but we will bind thee fast and deliver thee into their hand.
What happened?
But surely we will not kill thee.
Listen.
And they bound him with 2 new cords and brought him up from the rock.
Yeah.
And when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him, and the Ruach of Yahuwah came mightily upon him.
And what happened?
And the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burnt with fire.
And the book told you he won't stop the smoking the flax either. Listen.
And his bands loosed from off his hands.
Listen.
And he found a new jawbone of an ass.
And what happened?
And put forth his hand and took it, and slew 1,000 Anus therewith.
How many he killed?
1,000.
Listen.
And Shamshun said, With the jawbone of an ass, heaps upon heaps, with the jaw of an ass have I slain 1,000 Anus.
What happened?
And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking,
what happened?
That he cast away the jawbone out of his hand.
And what happened?
And called that place Ramath Lehi.
Listen.
And he was sore athirst, and called on Yahuwah, and said, Thou hast given this great deliverance into the hand of thy servant.
And what was he concerned about now?
And now shall I die for thirst and fall?
Jump back up to about the 8th verse of that same book. What happened? 15 and 8. Listen.
And he smote them hip and thigh with a great slaughter. And he went down and dwelt.
15 and 8?
15 and 8.
Jump up to about verse 6. Listen.
Then the Philistines said, Who hath done this? And they answered, Shamshun, the son-in-law of the Timnite.
Yeah.
Because he had taken his Nashim and given her to his companion.
Yeah.
And the Philistines came up and burnt her and her Abba with fire.
Yeah.
And Shamshun said unto them, Though ye have done this, yet will I be avenged of you, and after that I will cease.
Yeah.
And he smote them hip and thigh with a great slaughter. And he went down and dwelt in the top of the rock Etam.
Yeah.
Then the Philistines went up and pitched in Yehuda, and spread themselves in Lehi. And the Anus of Yehuda said, Why are ye come up against us?
Yeah.
And they answered, To bind Shamshun are we come up,
Yeah.
to do to him as he hath done to us.
Yeah.
Then 3,000 Anus of Yehuda,
Then what now?
3,000 Anus of Yehuda went to the top of the rock Etam,
And to do what?
and said to Shamshun,
Yeah.
Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us?
So what that mean?
What is this that thou hast done unto us?
Yeah.
And he said unto them, As they did unto me,
So what happened?
so have I done unto them.
And then what happened?
And they said unto him,
What did they say to him?
We are come down to bind thee.
We did what now?
We are come down to bind thee.
They weren't stupid. They knew ain't no 1,000 men gonna do it. There were 3,000 of them. People already know you better than you know yourself. Later, if you knows he killed 1,000, they had enough sense to send 3. I know you weren't gonna pay attention. They told him what we came to do. Bind you. Wouldn't make sense to send 1,000 men. We'll send 3. At the end of killing 1,000, he looked at he was finna die from thirst. We sent 3. People know you better than what you think. Just like they knew his wife would give him in. They knew. Ain't the first time they tricked him into that. Wasn't gonna be the last time. They tricked him again and got his eyes. So these people don't realize it. You gotta be real careful. You gotta be real careful about people's intent and what people come to get you to do. Y'all know that? A lot of them don't know that. At the 4th chapter book of EU 4. I'll probably start at 4 and 1. We'll see what that say. Listen. 4 and 7 and 9 come to my mind. We'll see. Listen.
Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, If we essay to commune with thee, wilt thou be grieved? But who can withhold himself from speaking? Behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands. Thy Dabarim have upholden him that was falling, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees.
Listen.
But now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest. It toucheth thee, and thou art troubled.
Wow, that's amazing. So you done helped a whole lot. You done up-strengthened them, and you done strengthened the feeble knees. He said, now it done came upon you, and all of a sudden your knees weak. You did a whole lot of helping people, said, now it come back on you, and all of a sudden now you weak. Come on.
Is not this thy fear, thy confidence, thy hope, and the uprightness of thy ways?
Listen.
Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished, being innocent, or where were the Sadiq cut off?
Yeah.
Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
See that? Same thing gonna come back to you. What you sown. And the book told you that the Elohim is not marred. Whatsoever man sow, you're gonna reap it. A lot of us sitting here and we wonder why things come against us, why things happen to us. You know what you put out there, and you're gonna reap it. Listen.
By the blast of Elohim, they perish.
I wonder why they field got burned down, the Philistines. What did they sow? You got to reap it. Why they wind up getting themselves killed? They came and made sin. They burned up, they wound up burning up his mother, his father-in-law, and his wife. And he wound up killing them. Burned down their fields. Isn't that right? It's going to come back on you. Come on.
And by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed.
Listen.
The roaring of the lion and the voice of the fierce lion and the teeth of the young lions are broken.
Come on.
The old lion perisheth for lack of prey, and the stout lion's whelps are scattered abroad.
Yes.
Now a thing was secretly brought to me, and mine ear received a little thereof.
We're going to jump to the 3rd chapter. That's good for y'all to know, too. Y'all don't know about that, do you? Did y'all catch what he just told y'all? Nobody caught that, no? What verse did you leave off at?
13.
Verse 13. Okay. Now I got to deal with that, I guess, before I move on. Give me EU first. EU 3. And about 3. We'll read that down. Now I got to deal with that, too, then, don't I? Ika. Been a while since we read out that, huh? Ika, but they're going to call Lamentation. Ika 3. We'll read 14 before you get me that. You'll get me Barashit. Well, you can still give me that. It don't make no difference. Guess again, it come out the which is easier, huh? Barashit 49. We'll do 6. I got some boys I really like. Matayahu. $26 and about 50. I think that's what I want. Yeah. All right. Listen. Ika. Well, yeah, let me go and get this out where and move on. Come on. Ika 3 and 14. Listen.
I was a derision to all my people.
Y'all hear what he said? It was a derision to all his people. That's all they did. They were marking him. Listen.
And their song, all the Yum.
You see that? That whole day, that's all he was talking about, him. You know what? Y'all didn't pay attention when your cause y'all told y'all about him. Say you were just like the devil, like it was a very lovely song. As one, but you was already told this by Yahoo. Listen.
He hath filled me with bitterness.
He filled me with bitterness.
He hath made me drunken with wormwood.
Wow. Because that's what he gave him for his food, poison. Listen.
He hath also broken my teeth with gravel stones.
Wow. So he also had broken my teeth with gravel stone. Had a book about a sheep. Barashit 49. 49 and about verse 6. Other brother give me Matayahu 26 and 50. Listen.
O my soul, come not thou into their secret.
What happened, son?
Unto their assembly, mine honor, be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a noose, and in their self-will they dig down a wall.
Listen.
Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel.
What happened?
I will divide them in Jacob, and scatter them in Yasharal.
Boy, we all over the place now. He had divided us. It's all among us. What happened?
Yehuda, thou art he whom thy Aki shall praise.
Halal. Listen.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
And what else happened?
Thy Abba children shall bow down before thee. Yehuda is a lion's whelp.
From the what?
From the prey, my Ben, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
So when EU told you about that, you should have picked it up. He told you all about the lion, about the whelp and the old lion, and about breaking his teeth, and by his whelps. Come on. And he's going to give me 26 and 50. Matayahu, listen.
The scepter shall not depart from Yehuda,
Yeah.
nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
Until.
Shiloh come.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, son. The 26 and 50. 26 and 50. The book of Matayahu. Listen.
And Yahusha said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahusha and took him.
Listen what happened.
And behold, one of them which were with Yahusha stretched out his hand, and drew his sword, and struck a servant of the high Kohan, and smote off his ear. Then said Yahusha unto him,
What happened?
Put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
Listen.
Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Abba?
And what happened?
And he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of Malachi.
Listen.
But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled?
That's what he was concerned about, the scripture being fulfilled. Tell him what happened.
That thus it must be. In that same hour said Yahusha to the multitudes,
What happened?
Are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves for to take me?
Yes.
I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me.
Listen.
But all this was done that the scriptures of the N.B.A might be fulfilled.
Y'all hear what happened? All this was done that the scriptures of the N.B.A had to be fulfilled. Like what?
Then all the taught ones forsook him and fled.
Then who?
All the taught ones forsook him and fled.
That's what EU just told you. He said the whelps were going to be scattered. Come on to the 3rd chapter of the book of EU. We just slightly touched on it, since we were over there anyway. 3 and 3. EU, listen. Oh, turn your mic on, son. Pay attention, big boy. Is it battery dead? Okay. EU 3 and 3. Listen.
Let the ewe perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is an Anus child conceived.
Yeah.
Let that ewe be Kashak. Let not Elohim regard it from above, neither let Aur shine upon it.
Yeah.
Let Kashak and the shadow of death stain it.
Yeah.
Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the ewe terrify it.
Yeah.
As for that night, let Kashak seize upon it.
Yes.
Let it not be joined unto the Yamim of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months.
Yes.
Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein.
Yes.
Let them curse it that curse the ewe, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight therefore be dark.
What verse you at?
9.
Come on.
Let it look for Aur, but have none.
Mm-hmm.
Neither let it see the dawning of the ewe, because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes.
Yeah.
Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the Ruach when I came out of the belly?
Stop. Look at, see that 4 and 9. Should talk about his wife talking with him. Is that 4 and 9 what I want? 4 and 9. What's that, 2 and 9? 2 and 9. EU, 2 and 9. We'll get a chance, we'll deal with that too sometime. Make it 2 and 4 be fine. Listen.
And Satan answered Yahuwah and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that an Anus hath will he give for his life.
Y'all see that? That's the same thing we got in here. You know what? And the thing happening here, the truth be told, you don't consider your life is on the line. See, Satan knows you, just like we talked about when they went up to see Samson. They already know you. Your enemy know you, just like he knew. He said a man will give up everything he got for his life. Huh? Yahuwah told you, if any man will come after me, let him do what? And do what? And follow me. If you really realize your life was on the line, you'll let that stuff go you're doing. The lying, the hypocrisy, the falsehood, the treachery, the cunning, deceit, but you don't realize your life on the line. A lot of people don't know that there's a malak sitting there swinging a sword in the way, preparing to kill you. But if you knew, you'll give up everything you got. You'll give up everything you got. You don't see why Balaam was still beating on the ass after he saw his eyes were open. He saw the Malachim sitting there with a sword, letting him know, had she continued, I would have surely spared her, but I would have killed you. His foot being broken wasn't so important. The humiliation of her falling on his leg wasn't so important as it was now, considering I was a dead man. Y'all hear me? I was a dead man. Y'all got me? And a lot of us here don't consider when Una went into the city to warn them in Nineveh, 40, y'all mean, and Yahuwah going to destroy the city. 40, he going to destroy the city. When he came in there, the malak of that city had everybody fast. The animals, including the babies. Nobody eat. Don't even get a baby's nothing. You wouldn't do that. You know what they looked at? In 40 days, we good and dead. And you worry about trying to feed a baby today? I'm trying to save our soul alive. He said everything, skin for skin. He looking at me and my behind on the line. You know what y'all don't consider him? Now y'all don't know y'all dead. Why y'all think I got to take time to talk about the news for Shabbat? Talk about the news every time I can. Talk about all these issues going on. Because I need you to realize your life is on the line. And you ain't gave up nothing. You ain't changed nothing. You're not going to completely commit yourself. Because you keep feeling like you not good as dead. Y'all hear me? Your soul on the line. I tell you this all the time. I say you can laugh. You're going to laugh your way to hell. I told you don't let anybody play with your soul. So a lot of things you can play about. Don't play with your soul. Y'all got me? And it's that important and that imperative that we see everything going on around us, that we come to the realization of you got to get right. Because the devil know you now. He know what you ain't going to do, and he know what you will do. So he give you the illusion that you're okay. He told him. He said, man, a man life for life. He said, man, to give up everything he got for his life. He'll let everything go. You'd be surprised what a man do for it. A rich man let all he do to manipulate and steal and get his money. You know what they say? I give up all this I got now for one more day of life. All that he manipulated, tricked, worked for, lied, conned, and schemed for, that he would kill a man and hire a bodyguard to protect him and make sure it stayed hid in different corporations and companies, went to court and beat them, manipulated, hid it in other places in trust, put it up in his home and saved all he done. But now his life sitting here, he getting ready to die. He said, what profit me to gain the whole world and lose my soul? He said, what is a man's advantage? When his soul on line, he about to die, then he consider. So the devil got a lot of you in here thinking, you okay, you ain't on no pills, you ain't taking nothing. You just like a man that sat there and you felt like you're going to tear down your old bonds and build new bonds because you got much good laid up for many years. He said, but this night, your soul required. You ain't consider that, did it? He didn't let you realize it. Y'all don't realize that's part of your blindness, that you don't consider. The whole time you here, you just an instant away from being dead. And you've given up nothing. You've changed nothing. You committed to nothing. You committed to something, but ain't nothing towards salvation. All right. You conveniently in and out at your convenience and your ability. You conveniently get active and get concerned at your convenience. This ain't about your convenience. This is always the same. The message changed because people's behavior changed. People ain't staying consistent. You got to attack people on everything and all these other ideologies so you can rip them down. Where you think you're going to cut it off. Like he said, I got to make your bed shorter. I can't let you stretch out on it. I got to make your covering narrow that you can't wrap yourself in. Every time. You can't get a break. Y'all hear me? I'm trying to tell you, just like Rehoboam told him, listen, my father's waist ain't going to be thicker than my pinky. That'll make your way even harder because you ain't going to turn. Y'all rebellious. Now in this room, I know these people rebellious. None of these people fool me. I don't have to ever see them. I know them. I read their energy. I can read people's energy. They don't even know it. They got a machine they can put in, they can tell you right here, it'll be tick, tick, da, 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 it'll pick up. I pick up the energy. They just don't know I pick it up. He let me pick it up. I already know where they at. That's how I got to tear it down every time. The more upset, the more complaint they get. That mean I cut you. That mean I cut you. Isn't that right? You got to throw these people. Our people ain't going to never change. People done came manipulate. Islam manipulators, Christianity, they done Buddhists. Niggas went Buddhist. They said, you know what? That's why I'm a Buddhist. It's all about love. It's about a fat, naked nigga with a sheet on. They always giving you something to make a fool out of you. And it's not reality for you. These religions don't fit you. Nobody buying into your hype. Nobody else is buying into your religion. You buying into everybody else's religion. Nigga get a kung fu suit. Hell, he can't even speak English. But it's very bad. It become very bad. How you say top of the top? But just using that. But just showing you how we're so easily induced with other people's behavior, other people's energy, other people's ideology. When it comes down to our own, it's like it's the hardest thing for us to conform to. The white people don't respect you. You can't go speak white and crackers look at you thinking, damn, you smart. You are very intelligent. You gonna come speak what I told you? I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. They gonna show me, you're not impressed me. Show me that dog can take a dump on a newspaper. Hell, I wanna see him read it. Let me see him fold up and take it outside somewhere and put it in the trash. There's some trick you taught him. And that's what they do. They teach you little tricks. And the whole time you're around, these folks been making a fool out of us. Now we're trying to get back, but to get back and what really give us the homing to drive us back, you got to destroy that fool because this is what's making a fool out. This is what's holding us back. We leave here the truth. You got no connection you got to deal with. You got no people you got to please. The book tells you about men pleasers. You got so many people you got to please. People got you jumping through hoops. I just got to show my face. Why is it so much you got so much commitment to everybody, but yo, ain't no commitment here? Why is it you always know what you can get out of here and why you can't go out, but then why you don't ask the other people there? Why can I not come? Why can I not show? Why can I not be committed to you? That I can be committed to you because you want to keep that balance. You don't realize you done made the sugar small and done made the Ephraim great. Now you're going to start falsifying balances. It's all about what you want to do. It's all about what you want to do. That's just being honest. And we don't see that. Our driving force for what we do, our commitment got to be here first. And we got too many commitments so other people don't get upset with us, so other people can like us, so we fit in with other people, so we can have other people and depend on other people. I don't depend on these people to do nothing. Y'all know why I hustle? Every day I hustle. If I don't feel God, I hustle from my back, I hustle from my phone, make something happen. I got to hustle. You know why I do that? I don't never want these people and nobody in this camera to never control me. I'll never let you do it. I'll never let y'all have my pocket where you'll have me locked down that I had to compromise nothing I'm doing. That's why I do it every day. I ain't got to do it every day for Shabbat. I get offended. Before it came in, I already put hustle together. When it in, I'll be making connect on where I got hustle. I'm always do that. You know why? I'll never let y'all control me. I'll never let you do it. I ain't gonna never let you do it. I leave everything in the hands of these people. People don't know why I do what I do. I ain't gonna never send them to be pray to you people, and y'all gonna ever control me and hold me and make me comb or hone my message or stop it so you won't pay me. Damn you. Damn you before I let you do it to me. And damn me if I let you do it. Y'all hear me? What people got to hear is something. Can't worry about your face. Make your face hard as you want to. My mind already forward to hustle. Huh? That's just being bottom line. I tell you guys the same thing. You got to. You get in the pocket of these people, and these people get in control. They're going to control you. They're going to steal you. Same thing my wife. Never get that kind of control. Won't happen. And that she can't do, I can't get somebody to do it or do it my damn self. Just bottom line, I don't want nobody never had that kind of control. Never. Nobody, never. I tell you the same thing. You can't be effective like that. Y'all hear me? I'm just being honest. You can't be effective like that. I'm saying it's going to be hard. It'll make you compromise. That's why I try to tell you, with our doctrine how here, it's going to force us to have to separate. Well, you can really, because there's too many things you're going to get set to do. It's some stuff we'll touch on, y'all to see. You just don't know. It's some stuff we'll touch on, we'll see. But I really need you guys to focus and see why we got to destroy all this ideology, what these people got and what they give us. We can't love this stuff the way it keep us from doing what he had to tell us to do. Y'all hear me? This sports that I got, we're done. Let them have it. Basketball, football, hell, they ain't going to say nobody. Let them have it. They'll be all right. I know it's going to be hard for some of y'all Falcon fans. Hell, I ain't want them to go nowhere. I like the Patriots. You know why I like them? Because they cheat. I like America to show me the truth. The Patriots, the truth. Cheat. Hell, all you ever did right now on TV. Let's text. Hey, deflator, what's going on? They don't tell me back. Nothing, man. They asking me questions. Don't worry about nothing. Just don't tell them that. You sure, Tom? This him back. Look, deflator, we good. Come at that white boy for his phone. Ain't getting y'all nothing. Ain't getting y'all nothing. Hell, you got a text message. Deflator? The whole case about the ball being deflated. Tom, they asking questions. Hell, don't tell them nothing. They don't know nothing. How they don't know they reading the text message? Man gets suspended for 4 games. Hell, he be MVP. Came back 5th game, didn't play the first 4. MVP all day. Hell, I vote for him to get it. That's what America do. Don't do it. Don't even do everything you're supposed to do. Show me the last minute. Hell, you still a champion. You tell me a better team than that. The man, the poster child for the whole system in America. It's all built on lies and hypocrisy. That man, video info, cheating, phone call, everything he can do, still a winner. Who cares about it? He's a winner. That's America's team. He got all the color. That's something I like. I like seeing that. That's why I like Duntrue. Man, show America just who they is. When you see these people, they all hypocrites. Listen, you got an immigration policy. You don't want none of these immigrants. Go out and come back in the right way. Let me see. His mama was an immigrant from Scotland. Make his mama go back out and sign paper. A lot of these crackers in here ain't but one generation. George Bush II is the 2nd generation born here. His grandfather Prescott was down from Germany. All these crackers are immigrants. But their hypocrisy is they're American, full-blooded. Been here. Hell, they stand up with George Washington right behind him. Hell, he wasn't even born here. All the crackers that wrote the paperwork wasn't even born here. How the hell you set a policy up that nobody else can come? I love this place. That just showed their hypocrisy. And then you got folks pledging and swearing out. These crackers got flags on their clothes. They one generation here. His mama from Scotland. You the first generation of your family to be born here. Hell, their wife ain't even American. Sitting in the White House. Ivanka can't even spell her name. You gotta love this place. Son, serial killer. Y'all will see him be president next. I love these people. See, that's just showing. I told you, that's the best they got. I look at it, this your best? I'm not even the best of my people, and I'm betting anything they got. They bring me the best they got. I ain't even the best of my people, nothing. You have absolutely nothing. Why are y'all hard on these people? Why is your trust and confidence in these people versus what we got here? Versus why we see the need or why we have to establish a nation, and our book already gives us the declaration to do it. Our authority comes, why we wait? If Donald Trump came to me and said, listen, this what I'm going to do. I'm going to let blacks have their own. For you to do it, you should go to hell. No cracker give me no authority to do nothing. My book already is the authoritarian of anything. And that's dangerous that you wouldn't wait to move until some cracker signs some paper and tell you to do something. Why won't you move when he told you? Because it's about getting approval of these people. See, your mindset got to get out of worry. I had that mind, wait on them, maybe that. I don't even do nothing for me. And like Malcolm told them, what can I do, somebody like me that's honest, want to help you in your cause? Nothing. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing that the head cracker here can do for me to further my cause. I'll do it my damn self. Y'all hear me? Do it myself. Why we waiting these people to give us authority to do something? When they ask you for authority? Hell, they don't even need your vote. These people do what they want to do at their own liberty. Why are you set up and you so afraid and you got to go march and wait on Crocker to sign paperwork to give you to tell you when you can get up and you can do something for yourself? God, look in your pocket. You broke. Look at your future. You even broker. Look at your past. You been broke. You been demonized, ostracized, murdered, shot, falsely arrested, falsely accused. They don't respect you. And then look at yourself. And you need them to sign. When are they going to free you? Never. 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 Rightfully so. Because they did. You still giving homage to Abraham Lincoln, who owned slaves. Makes sense. I'm a free slave. Hell, I got them. I'm going to sign paper to free them. Makes sense. Just makes sense I got them. Hell, why you ain't free yours first? Greatest case Lincoln has on record is where he took a slave, a runaway slave, black woman, took her to court to try to get her convicted, to get her to get back to being a slave. And I'm supposed to be, y'all look up there behind me. That's one of the greatest legal cases. He was a lawyer. Took her to court for her to be a slave again. You know it's bad when some more crackers shoot your case down? Hell, I just believe he flee black. I just believe he want to free black people, though. Don't make sense. Don't make sense. That's why they want to be a lawyer. Liars. They don't care what's right. Lawyers don't. It ain't about it. It's about the law. It's about them proving your. Hell, I'm your client. I'm here. He's my client. Hell, they don't kill 20, 30,000 people. Child serial raper. I care about the law. I want the bastard convicted. You need to go find you somebody to represent you. I couldn't in all conscience come. You know they tell you legally when you get attorneys. I had this one. I don't want to know if you're guilty. I need to know that before I go put myself on the line. I got a reputation. Crackers don't worry about that, Megan. He has the right to a fair trial. Hell, all the evidence show he done so he ain't got it right now. Father, we can kill him now. But it's white folk law, white folk justice. I say that again, you have to destroy this stuff, but nobody never been just for you. You know why I had to talk about stuff like this? Because nobody care about your condition. Your own people, you know how many people got information that sit back on information, let you see him, and cause get destroyed by these people? Why they look good? Why they gather up money, they stack up money? These preachers, these guys don't care nothing about y'all. They'll sit back and hide stuff at their liberty to give it to you when it's convenient for them, when it's time for them to move you. But I'm looking at your situation. I'm looking at my situation. To leave you to sit here to be captive and leave you sitting and leave you sitting here to be down, it's for myself to be down. You know they don't even consider the book. Because when Mordecai went to see Hadash, you know what he told her? You go ahead and you sit down. But you think you and your father house going to be free? All you going to do, and we going to be delivered another way, and they're going to come right back on you in your house. That's why I got to say something. The day ain't hurt. I don't need to borrow a bed for nothing. But if I'm going to sit back here and keep my mouth closed and see my people condition, like I said, I see my people dying. I know the condition, and I'm going to sit here. All they're going to do is our deliverance going to come by somebody else. But me and my father's house, we're going to be blamed. These people don't consider that, though. Everybody good with the ideology of don't worry about everybody else. I'm putting it out there. It ain't for everybody, but I still got to put it out there. Y'all hear, as he said, he that have an ear, they going to hear. If you ain't got no ear, you heard exactly whatever you heard, that's what you were supposed to hear. Whatever you took from my message, that was exactly what you're supposed to get. Huh? That's what you're supposed to get. At the 20th chapter of the book of Euchanid, 21. 21 and 20. Y'all all right?
I'm all right.
Well, people got to listen to and got to watch. You got to watch other people. He ain't right. It's something about him. Watch him. Cause ain't nothing ain't right ain't going to be exposed. I ain't no fool. I know what's going on out here. All right. You can watch it. Watch the system. All these people got to do is expose me. My lying and hypocrisy. My woman chasing, my love for these little kids sexually. Huh? My exploitations. These people know it. When they look, they don't see nothing. You're going to find something to complain about. I know these people, you can go read comments on the people, you know. You don't find what they're going to complain about. Everything they're doing. Listen.
This spake he, signifying by what death he should glorify Elohim. And when he had spoken this, he saith unto him, follow me.
Listen.
Then Cuff, turning about, seeth the taught one whom Yahushua loved following.
That's where the problem come in. He said he saw the taught one who Yahushua loved. He saw him following. And what happened?
Which also leaned on his breast at supper.
And what happened?
And said,
what did he say?
Malak.
Well, yeah.
Which is he that betrayeth thee?
Listen, that's what you want to know.
Cuff, seeing him, saith to Yahushua.
What did he say?
Malak. And what shall this announce do?
What happened?
Yahushua saith unto him,
that what?
If I will that he tarry till I come.
If he be here until I come back, what happened?
What is that to thee?
What he want him to do?
Follow thou me.
That's all you need to do is follow me. He told that in the first, you follow me. But he let you know what he's more concerned about. And what's going to happen to this man? He said, if I will that he tarry till I come, what that got to do with you? You just follow me. What happened?
Then went this saying abroad among the Archi.
See that now everybody done picked it up. Now everybody talking. What they say?
That taught one should not die.
Is that what I said?
Yet Yahushua
Go
said.
ask these people what I said. They're going to tell it wrong. Everyone got a problem. They're going to tell it wrong what I said. He didn't say that. He said, if I would, that he stayed till I come. What that got to do with you? You just follow me. But when they get told and get out, he just said that he ain't gonna, ain't gonna die. What did happen?
Yet Yahushua said not unto him, he shall not die.
But that what?
If I will that he tarry till I come.
What?
Is that to thee?
What happened?
This is the taught one which testifieth of these things and wrote these things, and we know that his testimony is true.
Yeah.
And there are also many other things which Yahushua did, the which, if they should be written, every one, I suppose that even the Aritz itself could not contain the books that should be written.
A whole lot more than what we know. Isn't that right? The little he did, people ain't even containing and keeping. They're trying to go get more. Let's get this what we got first. I believe it's other books and other information out here. We ain't perfected what we got to get a whole lot of other stuff. People say we need more. The little stuff that been explained we got, we ain't been doing well with it. And a lot of times when people get a lot more information, it's just more to make a fool out of them. Because the more information ain't going to do no good and you ain't got the simplicity of the basics. People ain't even stopped sinning. If this book ain't got you to stop sinning, the premise is there to give you the information to stop sinning, what other book's going to come and confirm for you to stop sinning? I give them solid. It's other information. It's a lot of information. How well you doing what you got? Now you got is a bunch of books to carry you further into hell. All right. I just want our people to get a real grasp on what they got to do. And a lot of what hurts us is that world out there. And that world going to show you what you can't let go. Y'all hear me? It's going to show you now what you can't let go. That stuff, it's going to hurt some of y'all. Now, that football going to hurt some of y'all. Some of y'all die hard. Hell, I got them here. They can tell me what the score is right before the sun drop. I don't know how you can know that. Anybody doing nothing, I'm going to find. I don't care about none of that. I care about what's going on Shabbat. I'm going to go find out and be right there as soon as I'm counting the suns. I can click on it so I can find what they done. But I know y'all hard at. Some of y'all be cheering in these benches. I hope my team wins. I hope you don't go to hell. Oh, you need to be hoping on. Your team win, you go to hell. What good they going to do with you? Like I said, you just need to be following me. Y'all hear me? None of these people in my driving for. At the end of the day, ain't nothing I got and nothing I got going on. And more important, my soul got to be saved. It just ain't that serious. Nothing they got out here. Y'all hear me? I have my mind set and testimony still the same. Whatever I got to do to make it in, that's what I'm going to do. Y'all hear me? The rest of these people stuff, it's just pastime. Ain't nothing I got my love out here. I do what I do, I can transition, because this is the most important thing I got right here on that board. Ain't no money, no car, no ring, no bracelet, no necklace. None of that, my God. This information and my soul being saved. Knowing the real illusion of what's going on here is important for me. I need to rip it down so I know why to love it. He going to just tell me love not the world? For all that's in the world? That wasn't my belief. There's some good things out there. There's some nice things, but then he done told me all that's in it. So meaning this stuff got to be debunked. I'm just going to believe everything in the world wrong because somebody said it. Everything out there wrong. It is when you take it and more your driving force and your stability than this. When it keeps you from holding to this, is wrong. I don't care what it is, your mama, your kids, your wife, your husband, your grandchildren, everything you got, your health, your strength, all of it's wrong if it keeps you from adhering to this. That's why I got to destroy it. Because you look at it, all you see is the good in it. But you don't see what you calling good ta'ud is keeping you from doing what this say, which meaning is evil. But you can't see like that because you still carnal minded. And see, the carnal mind not subject to the law of Elohim. Neither indeed can it be. You're going to have the ruach. That's why a lot of y'all can't see. That's why you got to get somebody to show you. Somebody who can judge and show you the way right. Just like when Samson told you, when I go in here and what I'm finna do to him, he's something to do to him a disservice. But I'm finna be blameless. Because he already done judged the matter. Y'all all right? But see, when you come along to judge it, to you it's wrong. I want to mess up those people's stuff. That's why you ain't in charge. Ain't that right? That's why you carnal-minded. That's why you not subject to the laws of Elohim. When he talking, he not talking to you. I got people out there listening to me now, they ain't talking to them. That's the easy part of not having a shepherd or a raha, because some can conveniently watch, and then you can take what you like, what you don't like, you ain't got to take at all. Ain't your pastor. Then you take what I say you like it. Then when somebody asks you where you at, where you going, you say, oh, that's my pastor. That's who I follow. But you ain't following because you ain't doing what I tell you to do. Some of y'all here the same way. I got some of here, y'all thieves. You a take, but you ain't no giver. That's amazing. That's amazing. The house operate for free. Ain't never been in premise. House gonna operate off goods. And it came down the bullet. Daoud told his son, say, with all my heart I'm prepared. I done laid aside abundant of what he asked for. In gold and silver that the house can go on. He wanted to see it be established. It take money. Let me tell you something. A lot of people put mouth in. What I put in, I put everything I got in it. I put the money, the time, the love, the patience, the tears. I ain't never left to work. Y'all hear me? I ain't gonna do it. That's what he did when he seen Ukana Marduk. He said he can't go. I mean, he left to work. My hand be to stay right here. Y'all hear me? I do like he said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be the last man standing. I ain't got no reason to abandon ship. He can abandon ship quick, convenient, what they want to do. I can't do it. Y'all hear me? Just like he not coming out, I'm doing a great work. I can't come down. Why the work gonna see? Why is I leave it to come down to you? Y'all hear me? That's just being honest. We got to look at it. You got to stay consistent, folks. That's what I try to get y'all to do. I try to be an example to show you're going to have to be consistent. I'm consistent on what I tell you you're going to have to do. It don't make no difference. This system, this world out here running, it need to be destroyed. It need to be torn down every time. If you ever going to get, how you going to get rest and you ain't got away from this world? Because there's too many things we attach to. We made so many commitments, we don't even realize we committed to stuff. You got dates and things you got to do. You got a place you got to go. Yeah, when he called us to do something, the truth be told, we just got too many other commitments. You can be here and there's still other things going that's still working. At some point, something's got to stop. Y'all hear me? To get the real true rest, what we got to get? That's a lot of stuff we got to cut away from. A lot of stuff, and not just then. Y'all hear me? Okay. That's amazing. That's amazing. How many days did Yahushua rest? He rested on Shabbat. He was still resting after that too. He was resting for the Shabbat. When the Shabbat came, he rested after, and he rested for the regular Shabbat. That's what we labor to get to that rest. He said, he that at the end of his rest, so we can cease from this other labor. When we get through with this regular Shabbat, we still got to get back out here in this system. The system's still dragging us. We got to destroy this system so we can establish, so we can set to do exactly what he told us. Y'all hear me? It's just too many things got us going. Hey, come Monday morning, you're going to be back out there in the rest. You got to prepare Sunday so you can get ready for Monday. He done told you sufficient in the day. These people don't give you long. They right down on you so I can keep you going. These folks keep us entangled and keep us going. We got to learn how to break away from these folks so we can get a real rest. Y'all hear me? And if you ain't got the plan of salvation, the regular Shabbat ain't going to save you. It's just not going to save you. You got this under the carnal law. He showed us exactly how the rest supposed to be. You don't cease from everything. Y'all hear me? Everything. Ain't that what he showed us? What was he participating? What was he doing? Who he went to see and visit? Who he talked to on the phone? Who he text or email? He didn't do nothing. He did exactly what Elohim showed him in the book about a sheet. Ain't that right? He ceased from all his labor. He didn't do nothing. Completely nothing. It's stuff we still doing. It's still stuff you ain't He even told that when we came up to Shabbat, he told you about these different things. He said, which of you going to have an ox going to go in the ditch and straight when you ain't going to pull it out? Or who going to have a sheet and see it and then ain't going to get it out? Everyone he said you're going to do it. You wind up still getting yourself entangled some type of way. You're going to be tired into some of these people. Y'all hear me? Some way you're going to be tired because you're going to look, I don't want to lose. I need to get it out. And I know you, but when it come down to showing a complete rest, he showed it to her. Die. Die all your commitments on him. Don't do nothing. Let's just be practical. We still entangled enjoying the things in people. We got mothers here, got kids. Y'all got to get them ready, ain't it? Do y'all? You got to give them things you got to do. You got to prepare for it. You got to have stuff you got to have ready so you can eat. It's a lot of stuff you still, so you can't get the rest you really got to get, can you? That's why we got to break away from these people. We got to break away from their system. Y'all hear me? That being honest with you, we got to. You can take every one of the Hebrew Israelite group, take every one of the Abarine group, every one of these groups, everybody going to have a different definition, a different way of what they're going to say Shabbat to be done, how to be kept. But it's having showed a break from everything. Break from everything. You get tired up, you want something happen. Your car break down, you got to get your tire fixed, you can get it, say what you're going to do. Huh? You're going to fix the tire so you can try to get him. He told you that. I already know you're going to do it. I already know what you're going to do. But it's hard for it to completely die to do what we got to do. And you know where that come in from? It's for the fact we still committed to things. Shoot, I got a car note, man. I can't leave my damn car on the side of no road. Before I come tow that car, I got to go see them people try to get the tire together. That's a headache. So what I'm going to do? Fix it so I can go serve the Lord. I already know what you're going to do. I already know what you're going to do. I know what every one of us in here going to do. He know what you're going to do. He sent them people out together. He told them clearly what to do. He said, you gather in double on the 6th day. On Shalishi. I don't want nobody gathering on Shabbat. But I know what you're going to do. I already know what you're going to do. You got too many commitments. My goal, my ambition, my hope is for all us to be saved. Just like the 10th chapter of the book of Romans teaches. My heart, desire, and prayer for Yashua is that we might be saved. Everything we're doing is in vain if we're not saved. Everybody got a different perspective, ideology, or ideology, however you want to be looked at it, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, The work got to be put in to make sure we all get there. Everything be done. Every gift he gave to each and every one of us is for the perfecting of the people, for the work of the ministry. Till we, what was it? All. The way of y'all assembly, synagogue, is not all. 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 Got to get into the perfecting. Y'all got me? We got to be blameless. Y'all hear me? So there's changes we got to make. There are things we got to do. There are things we're going to break away from. We're always constantly keep learning. You ain't going to get everything at one time. We're going to get information. We're going to learn to break away. We're going to learn to move. We're going to do for things. But we got to have that mind of patience of waiting and make sure to see what's the final outcome of where things are going. Y'all got me? Because we tied into a lot, whether you believe it or not. We got a lot going on, and a lot of these things you tied into that you got and that's controlling us is keeping you from going where you're going. So every now and then you got to look at what else I got to take off. What else I got to get rid of? Because some of the things you got is what got you hiding. Some things you got yourself into is what got you done mixed in with other people and you don't even know it. Y'all hear me? So the more we learn, the more we want to keep our minds and keep our attitudes open to where when information comes, we look at it as prevalent for salvation, we make the necessary adjustment. That's going to be the difference. With anybody that claiming to know and love Elohim, what you willing to give up for your life? And just like Satan said, a man will get everything he got up for his life. Even he knows that. He knows what you'll do, but he knows what you love too. Finish that third chapter, that second chapter, so I can finish up that fourth chapter. And the other, most high willing, we'll finish up some other things tomorrow. What's my time looking like? I know y'all about to go. Yes, yes, yes. See, we conscious of that. We make coffee for you. Some of them take advantage of it. They come last minute and make coffee. And sit there and look stupid, all of a sudden got to drink it. Get it before you get here. You been on them cracker job all day, you ain't had no coffee. Wait to get here, we got to feed you, clothe you, do everything, teach you, get you up, do everything we got to do but it's for your soul. But if they knew their life was on the line, you'll give up what you're doing for your soul. That bad, the devil tell you that. He said all a man had, he'll give up for his soul to save his life, though. You know it's dangerous. You don't even know you finna die. I got a room full of people, y'all don't even know y'all gonna die, do you? You know that bad, the devil no more, and he told you that. You believe it's one Elohim. So does the devil. He also tremble. What's your problem, the reason you ain't shaking? What's wrong with you, the reason you ain't considering that you're gonna leave him your whole life wrapped up in a malign? And you don't even consider you finna die, and you ain't gave up nothing. Still lying, you're still manipulative, you're still combative, you're still sneaky and devious, you're still hateful and cunning, you're still deceptive, and don't even realize, ain't even gave it up, because you don't know you're going to die, do you? How many of y'all don't know you're going to die? How many of y'all don't feel like you're going to die? That's good. Nobody here know they're going to die. Nobody don't feel like they're going to die. That's good to know. Everybody already know, don't they? If that was truthful, that would be a difference in your behavior. If all my members, you know you're going to die and you're not saved, why aren't you doing something different? Why is this not the most important thing you got? If you know you're going to die and you know you're not saved, you know you don't have a real commitment from Elohim, why is there not a difference in your behavior? Because you don't believe it. You just said it because you don't want people to look at you. But you don't realize we already see you. They don't even realize that. They don't even realize we already see you. Not one of these people can raise their hand. That's amazing. So let me get this straight. Everybody here know they're going to die. Raise your hand. Everybody here know they're going to die. But there's not a different behavior from everybody here. That's scary. Yet, even the devil said that a man will give up all he had for his life. All right, let's see. Listen.
And Satan answered Yahuwah and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that an anus hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And Yahuwah said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of Yahuwah, and smote Eub with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown.
Let me ask y'all a question. Did y'all pay attention to what the devil said? Did anybody listen to what he said? Remember what he said? Huh? He said, put forth the hand, skin for skin. He said, all that a man had, he'll give it up for his life. Y'all know that? Everything he got, he'll give it up for. You know what he look at? If I'm finna die, it ain't gonna do me no good anyway. I'll let it go. Listen to what he said again.
And Satan answered Yahuwah and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life.
Pay attention.
But put forth thine hand now,
And do what?
and touch his bone and his flesh,
Yeah.
and he will curse thee to thy face.
Listen.
And Yahuwah said unto Satan,
And what did Yahuwah do?
said unto Satan,
And Yahuwah did what?
said unto Satan,
What could he possibly have told him?
Behold, he is in thine hand.
Pay attention. I just gave him into your hand. I just gave you the authority, the ability to do something to him. But listen what he told him.
But save his life.
What you think gonna happen if I let you kill him? He'll let everything go. He just told you what he did. Y'all didn't pay attention, huh? He said a man give up everything he got for his life. And Yahuwah just told him, don't kill him. If you kill him, what you think he's gonna do before he dies? He'll let everything go. Your enemy knows you. I know what you'll do. He say, ain't no fool, and I know how to get him. Everything a man got, he'll let it go for his life. That joker think he finna die? That joker let everything go. He'll let integrity and all. Why you think Yahuwah didn't say, I'll let you get him, do whatever you want to do? He didn't tell him that. He said, I'll give him in your hand. You can afflict him, but save his life. They don't listen, do they? Your enemy knows you. I tell these people they're working out, he knows you. You just think he don't know you. He knew what you're going to do. So if you go back to look, Yahuwah knows you too. I know just what situation you need to be in. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 12. Make it verse 11. We'll finish up that EU so I can get y'all finished. Listen.
Now all these things happen unto them for in samples, and they are written for our admonition,
For our warnings. What happened?
upon whom the ends of the all writs are come.
See that? It's coming on us. What happened?
Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth
Take what?
heed
That's what happened.
he fall.
Everybody need to examine from me to you. Everybody in here. Think you standing? So you need to make sure you're examining or you fall. Y'all hear me? We don't want our confidence to be in the flesh. We want our confidence to be in the yum, which they're going to call the day. Because when the time turn and the tide settle, what you going to do? When that wind start blowing, when that water start raging, whether the people or the storms of life, what you going to do? A lot of us in here are just good because situations just allow it. When situations change now, will you still have the testimony about the goodness of Elohim? Or will you be one that'll turn and curse him to his face? Or you be one that you'll give up everything you got because you'll consider you're going to die, and what good is all the work of labor you put into him? You'll throw everything you got away. Because what he said is true. You'd be surprised what a man do when he finna die. You'd be surprised. You know what people do? You ain't going to believe it when people get ready to die. They'll have a will. All the things I got, you can have it when I die. Devil told you he'll do it. He said all a man has, he'll give it up. He'll let it go for his life. What good you going to do with it? That's a lot of y'all in here with your integrity. Some of y'all only good now because your integrity really haven't been tested. The truth with a lot of y'all, majority of my members, 99% of y'all baby fed. Baby spoon fed. You're only good to a point. Some stuff y'all do, ain't no way in the world I do. Ain't no way in the world I'd be no slow for weeks, straggling brother. I ain't no way in the world. It's not even possible. It wouldn't even make common sense. Wouldn't even make common sense being a man. Baby spoon. Nobody else will even take time to even waste time with you, even try to tell you, even try to tell you, even try to want to be a man. Some of the women just ashamed for themselves. Ain't got in their heart and want to be a decent, upright woman. Tell you what the book told you, who can find a virtuous woman. I'll be trying to prove how I'm one. Ain't no way in the world I sit better. That man talk about the finding my key, be strong. And what in the world I'm sitting around here I'm trying to obtain strength? That's retarded. Man, I gave him finally my key, be strong in Yahuwah and in the power of his might. But what I look like trying to put on the armor? He ain't told me about no trying. He told me put it on. What the hell I'm sitting around here looking around town, telling me I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to see what I can do. I'm trying to do. He ain't told me to try and see. He told me put it on. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Because when Shaul came down and he heard that Dawood was going to fight, it's amazing. He let him put on his whole armor. He wasn't trying, he put it on. He said, I started to go with it, but I got something better. Only reason you shouldn't have it on, you got something better, and we know better than that, don't we? Why would any of my key have it on, not have it on? Why would you not have it on? The whole armor. So you can be able to stand. Guess the why? He done just said and told me all that a man had, he'll give it up for his soul. Why would I put on the whole armor? That I don't get myself convinced and I don't fall into that trap. Because I'm going to die. Since I'm going to die, what am I going to be willing to do in the day of my death? I don't want to wait and get there and say, you know what? Maybe he ain't. I've been thinking the whole time he will. I'm going to give up everything I got so I can try to live. Sell him out so I can live. Turn state evident for these people so I can give him up. I ain't talking about him. I don't care about what y'all doing. That's what you're going to do. I ain't going to change what I'm doing. Forget it. I'm telling you, I got to have integrity come down the day of my death. What you stand, you got to believe that all the way to your death. Yet a lot of you only believing out of convenience. And when the right situation hit and it try you, it's going to show up. Your heart ain't never been here. Oh, y'all be convinced. I'm praying. Sometimes I get weak, still coming in. Sometimes I get tried. I know what it is. It's that damn devil in you. Ain't no food, don't even make sense. Y'all hear me?
Right.
I might do like Samson, I might give out. I ain't giving up. You know, I might give out because I had to. That's what he did. Isn't that right? It left him. But then he said, he restored my soul. That's my confidence. People miss that. That's why he could stand. When he already looked at what the law told me, the people that gone before the example that already been written in the book, knowing that all a man had, he'll give up for his soul. He said he restored my soul. That's my confidence. Why I ain't quit? See, if my hope and confidence was in these people after I die, that's everything. I want to live as long as I can, so I'll sell out and give out. Why you think these movie stars, celebrity, athletes make these commitments with the devil? Because they're afraid of dying. They got all these things, they don't want to let it go. So they don't sold themselves out for this so-called life here. Even if it's temporary, it's just the fact that people look at people praise you and people love you. Then what? Then what? Your family, what good is the love of your family when you dead in hell? What good the admiration of these people that you keep kissing their asses? And you going to hell, then you got to consider. You worry about what these people going to say about you. Hell, you're going to be in judgment. These people not going to be testifying against you. Your life going to come up in the judgment. Your love and your hate going to come up in the judgment, and you're going to give an account for the deeds done in your body, whether it was good or evil. Every one of us. Ain't no apologies. I'm on the attack because our people dying. Our people going to hell in mass groves. Following this system, being fooled by everything and every crooked nanny coming up, and you ain't even put on the armor. I got women too damn sorry to even want to even be a virtuous woman. And when I hear the song, then hear the song, I ought to be ashamed. Hear a song, I got a song about finally my brother be something weak, straggling, sorry, can't hold out no jaw, can't take care of my family. I don't want to hear that song. Get my behind up, I got to be conditioned, be ashamed of myself. Woman that sat here and told you what it takes for a virtuous woman. She gonna look well to the ways of her house. She should do her husband good and not evil. She done already told you, there's nowhere in the world. Ain't nowhere in the world that husband tell that white son that white done went and told that stuff out nowhere. That's evil. So when you don't sit here and watch Samson white done went out here and done betrayed him. They don't gonna look at that. So a woman like Kahua gonna come there and gonna give him some poison so she'll do him good and not evil. All the y'all means of her life. I ain't did it right all the time. Hell, then we know what you are. Sometimes I ain't strong. Sometimes I don't pay my bills. Sometimes I don't take care of my family. Hell, then I ain't never strong. Y'all ain't serious about it. I just watch out. Y'all baby fed. Baby phone sped and kid. That's why I use these words, because I get angry and upset about your stupidity. Your lying, trickery, wicked ways. But I know why you do it. You'll give up everything in him so you can live with these crooked bastards. That's why I tear your system down and these people you love. That's why I expose them and let you see just how webbed you into them. What you can do to get something from them. Make them love you. And you'll realize they don't give you nothing. Rubber still can't give you nothing. They ain't finna let you spend no damn straw, no gold for no free. Your ass is mine. Michael Jackson told you, your bud is mine. He tried to tell him. Prince told you, I wouldn't let no man tell me that. But you done gave him your butt anyway. They ain't gonna tell me you ain't no sister. I know it. Man, rodding you out. You don't even realize what's keeping you from doing what he told you. Huh? Showing thyself a pattern of good work. All my brothers, raise your hand. Let's read that. Pick that Titus up for me, too. I want your hand up. If you're doing all that, you leave your hand up. You ain't, you ought to be a damn shame of yourself. Matter of fact, we'll start 2 and 1. It's simple. This ain't nothing new. Is it the first time you ever heard the book of Titus, chapter 2? Raise your hand. If you ain't heard it, but this is just your second time, raise your hand. All right, let's see. Now I'm going to see if you win the line and go to hell. This Titus 2 and 1, we can read. Listen.
But speak thou the things
which do what?
Become sound doctrine.
Listen.
That the age anus be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith.
Where my age man at? And you meet them criteria, you leave your hand up. Think about it now. Don't you be sitting here lying. Sober, grave, dignified, sound in the faith. Listen.
In charity, in patience.
Wow. Come on.
The aged anus likewise.
Women.
That they be.
The aged nashim.
The aged nashim likewise.
That just said age of news. Mothers, y'all raise y'all hand, y'all meet the qualification now. Listen, leave them up. If y'all don't, drop your hand because they're going to be a shame on you. Listen.
That they be in behavior as becometh kudash.
Y'all agree with that, women? Y'all agree with them being in behavior as becoming kudash? I mean, I'll tell it. Y'all shame. I don't care if it's my mama, the truth. Whoever it is. Do y'all believe it? Listen.
Not false accusers.
Do they be false accusers? What else?
Not given to much wine.
They be drunk? What else?
Teachers of ta'ub things.
Do they tell y'all some good stuff? Do y'all believe it? All right, listen.
That they may teach the young nashim.
To do what?
Be sober.
They teach y'all to get drunk? What else?
To love their husbands.
Do they tell y'all to hate your husband and you have to do what they tell you? What else?
To love their children.
They tell you don't worry about your kids. You got to try to take care of yourself. Them kids will be all right. They tell y'all don't take care, don't love no kids, don't spend no time with your kids. Don't worry about them. Is that what they tell y'all? They tell y'all to spend time with them. Tell you how you need to treat your kids and how to rear them. Do they tell y'all that? I'm asking. All right, listen.
To be discreet.
To be discreet. Secret, they tell y'all that whatever you got, don't worry, share it with the rest of the sisters. Make sure y'all tell them everything. That's discreet. They tell you can't tell everything you know. You can't tell everybody your business. That's being discreet. That's what Yahusha told y'all. That's why he wouldn't tell them. He said, I called your friend. So all things I heard of my album, so I made known unto you. He was discreet. I can't tell everybody. He couldn't tell everybody. He was trying to tell you. You can't tell everybody everything you know. Listen.
Chaste.
Kept. What else, son?
Keepers at home.
What the mother tell y'all? Stay out in the street. Don't worry about your home. They tell y'all about y'all need to be at home, stay out in the street. They teach y'all that. They tell that. I just never see the mother. Y'all hands up. Y'all don't be teaching that mother. Y'all teach that. Mother Smith a hand up about that too. I'm just checking. Say good when you qualify. It's bad when you don't though. Listen.
Ta'ub. Obedient to their own husbands.
They tell y'all about that, being obedient to your own husband. For what reason, son?
That the dabari of Allahim be not blasphemed.
Now what you think gonna have you sit here and you doing that's profanity. Blaspheming is profanity. You cause people to commit and you cause people to use profanity. Because now it's being blasphemed because of you. He told you, he said the name of Elohim is blasphemed because of you. All right. Just know you ain't guilty. You ain't innocent. Listen.
young Anus, likewise
Young
exhort,
men, exhort to do what?
be sober-minded.
Where my men at? My young men. Y'all exhort other brothers to be sober-minded. Leave your hands up if you do. Do y'all exhort other young men to be sober-minded? All my uncles, some of y'all here lying. Some of y'all gonna be lying. Come on.
In all things,
In all things or some things?
in all things,
What else?
shewing thyself a pattern of Taub works.
Well, I can't hear that's a pattern of good works. Put your hands up now. You're a pattern of good. A brother can look at you and emulate from you. Come on, what y'all doing? Well, why your hand can't be up that nobody can't look at you and emulate? You're supposed to show a pattern. A consistent pattern. Y'all see what I'm saying about us? This the book. Now, this ain't the first time y'all heard this. Why don't we meet these criteria? A pattern, something you can follow. A pattern. I'm going to follow this. That's not the pattern. Pattern means I got to stay right on that line, come along and do the same thing. That's what you do when you got a pattern. Just stay on the line. I know I'm a little quick, I'm moving fast. Pattern, you can see when things start to get off, don't you? But the pattern didn't change. The pattern don't change. I got people that know how to sew. A lot of times, dressing you do, people will shoot and just eyeball and do. But you got people going, years ago when they used to sign my mama to go, they want something, they would go to the pattern store. You buy the pattern, then you go get your material you wanted, and then they'll cut the dress according to the pattern. You got some people that say, I'm going to do something a little different than the pattern, but just don't use it. And that's what happened to him. You're going to recreate. He didn't ask you to recreate. I told you to follow. That's what he told him, follow me. He didn't ask them to recreate. That's how information got wrong. He said something. That's why he said, I never said. Had you been following me like you were supposed to, the message wouldn't have got wrong. Showing yourself a pattern. He said, you supposed to be, everyone y'all, any brothers ready to come in here and mark it, said, okay. I said, go follow such. He going to be a pattern. He going to tell you, hey, you know when to play, no, you need to be serious. You need to do this. In all things, you got to know how to handle business. In business, you got to be men. Not slow. It told them in business, be men. Be mature. Sometimes y'all play yourself right out of it, and that's bad. Why you can't be a pattern? A pattern? You're not ashamed of that. I can sit up here and say, well, I need to start trying to be a pattern. I need to start trying. And what awoken me all of a sudden now? What's awoken these women here now? They ain't been worried about, the women here that virtuous women, that meet them qualifications, raise your hand. Thank God for not lying. Thank God for not lying. And it ain't because you ain't been told, it's been because there's other stuff you want to do. And you know why he told you? Love not the rich, need the thing that's in the rich. For all that's in the rich, the lust of the eye, the pride, that's why certain things you ain't going to do, you ain't going to let no man tell you, ain't nobody going to run you because you worry about them people out there. And there's stuff you want to do and things you want to try to think and people you want to see, and that's why you're going to see all them same people right in hell. Why these men not meeting the criteria of being, showing themselves a pattern of good work? Sound speech that cannot be condemned. Why? Every one of my IQ should be somebody you can give some information to somebody and somebody can at least take it. Not as a pastor, a shepherd, raha, but as a person of sober, say, listen, I can help you on that. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Look at da-da-da-da. That's what you want to hear. Don't you know it's iron sharpens iron? Man, you got some stuff that'll dull blades. We had scissors. Certain stuff they said, don't cut that with my scissors, you'll dull it. That's why you can't fool with everybody. You'll dull my senses. That being honest, some stuff you can mess up a sharp object fooling with it. Say, don't do that, you're going to dull. Open you'll dull my knife. That's what happens to some of y'all. You'll dull out on stuff. Now ask yourself what you've been doing the whole time you've been here, you've been white, you've been listening. The reason you haven't met these criteria. You down there, where you going? It didn't even say pastors. He said young men. This ain't talking about age. It didn't say the aged men do this. Young man. Show yourself a pattern of good work. What else, son?
In doctrine.
Wow, and what he taught in this dogma. You don't even know what you believe. Why want our key be sharp on making sure he home his skill to make sure he know the doctrine? In doctrine, what is you believe? Why is it you stand for what the book even told you probably give a man a reasonable answer to the whole? They ain't even told you about being no preacher. I never told every our king supposed to be no preacher. They ain't even making common sense. That's a skill set. But at the same time, you supposed to be able to tell a person why you believe what you believe. You supposed to be able to show that you supposed to be able to know now, I can show a pattern, consistency, and I know what I believe. Y'all hear me? Even Shaul told that in the book of 2. He said, I'm not ashamed. I know in whom I believe. And I'm persuaded he able to keep that which I commit against that union. Huh? Persuaded. I've been influenced. Come on. What they tell you about being around certain people? Man, they said they'll influence you. What you think gonna have you be around Yahushua and these other guys? They influenced me. Huh? And I took the bait. Now I'm stuck. I ain't trying to know nothing else. Huh? But here's the deep. That's what I want to know now. But then why is it that nothing motivates or moves you guys to look at, this is a standard he clearly told you got to meet, and it don't even bother you? What you been doing? You see why I got to destroy that out there? Because you don't believe this. It's too much out there. It's too much these people got out there. You don't know how to go out. Man, listen, I deal with some people. I had to deal with some stuff. I had to do what I do. These people don't influence me. That don't happen. That don't happen. I do what I do for a reason. Y'all hear me? People count on me. I got to know how to move, tread, work among them people, work them, and I can get back. It's stuff they can do I can't do. They can do it. Y'all hear me? Stuff I can't do. They can do it. Y'all got me? They don't see that. You don't be smart. You be out here doing something. Hell, they say they wouldn't even do it. They trying to tell you come down. That don't make sense. How you going to walk out with you while you, damn it, I don't care. You dangerous. Some of y'all too much influence. Y'all know how to move and tread. Got to deal with these people. They out here. Huh? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. At the end of the day, he told me, make sure I possess my soul. Y'all all right? Okay. Do it your way. You fine. There's a lot of stuff I tell y'all ain't going to adhere to. You ain't going to worry about it. That's why you got them pipe dreams. Still come up with nothing. Do 100 things and ain't one thing paid yet. Don't make sense. Don't make sense. Everything what I do, this is the most important thing I got. Y'all got me? I ain't got everything banked on no business deals I got him. Everything I got banked on is this. Y'all hear me?
Right.
People take it, believe what they won't believe. I guarantee they come and prove down my heart in this more than yours is in what you got. Y'all hear me? So what's the problem when we're not meeting the criteria? Did I tell y'all you ain't got to meet it? Don't worry about it. Do the best. I told y'all do the best you can do? Never told you that. This is what they called for. Y'all pipe dreaming in here too much. Them pipe dreams ain't going to do nothing. You just clearly disobeyed. You probably show yourself a pattern of good work in doctrine. Come on, son.
Shewing uncorruptness.
Wow. Ain't no anywhere I'm supposed to mess nobody up. Come on.
Gravity.
Gravity.
Sincerity.
Sincerity.
Sound speech.
That can do what?
Not be condemned.
Wow. Everybody know you was a fool. That's bad. Huh? You supposed to be able to give some words of edification and exaltation. You supposed to be able to speak something that people don't condemn and people can say, I get it. Matter of fact, say on. That's bad. So you see why we got to do so much work? Y'all see why we can't just flush in and flush back out? Huh? Because you see where you be lacking, you be hearing one thing, you're excited and going, but then you come right here and this done shut you down. You go to the 31st chapter book of Marshall Lee and then you shut down. What happened? We were doing good. In the book, so you did run well. Who then you just not obey the truth? You know, I look at before I tell people, before you give out any advice, people going to watch you. People are going to watch you. You got me? I'm going to look at when people give me advice, exactly where you at, how much sense you have. I'm being honest. I don't listen to everybody. It's very few people I deal with. And I'm going to listen to people because I'm going to weigh everything you say and I'm going to look at what you're doing. You got me? I'm going to wait and see just how much experience or just how much you actually got and exactly where you're going. I ain't going to let nobody broke tell me about no wealth, not unless you ain't had it. Y'all hear me? It's just certain things I'm not going to let you tell me. I'm going to shoot it down right out of it. I ain't going to watch nobody mismatch tell me about dressing. You done just shot yourself before you got started. Y'all got me? But so he telling us about putting ourselves in behavior, putting ourselves in position so we can be able to expound, we be able to get him, and we can be edifying. Y'all got it? Y'all got to stop these goals of do it till you figure. I know why a lot of y'all sisters ain't why you ain't met it. Same way I know some of these brothers ain't met it. I ain't the pastor. But brother, I ain't no minister. Never call minister a pastor. Young man. If you're a young man, he just qualified you. You're a married woman, he just qualified you to be virtuous. That's another woman telling you about some things that a woman could do, but she done told you why. If you sit back and we look at the word, it's just like he had, you ain't going to try to do it, though. You're trying to live in the sight of these people. The sight of these people more important to you than the sight of Elohim. Y'all know that? I know why a lot of y'all don't do it. It's because of other people. It's other things you got to try to do. It's things you want to do. It's things you want to get, but you ain't doing what he told you to do, and that's dangerous. As Yeshayahu said, they have not all obeyed. Who had believed our report? Well, the book said, who can find one? Why wouldn't I be trying to be one? Huh? He said, broad is the way and wide is the gate that lead to destruction. Many there be that go there, but straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, and few there be. So I ain't going to try to do it because he's saying but a few. Why I can't count myself in the few? Why don't I count myself with the broad and say, well, hey, everybody ain't going to be saved? I guarantee I'm in the number. I'm going to make it be in there. That's crazy. That's crazy. You ain't even trying to be a contender. And it don't even bother you that you've been told something from another woman tell you, this is what you got to get if you're going to get one. Why would you not want to meet that mandate? She would do him good and not evil. None he the strength and honor her clothing. Y'all come in night, dress, match, all this. What about your integrity? What about your humility? What about your submissiveness? That a little better than what you got on. That make what you got on a little better. Going by nice name brand pocketbook, nice name brand shoe, nice name brand shirt and skirt or dress, and hell, you live like hell. You act like damn. Everything you got on ugly, and it stench. That's a stink in my nostril. Stink in his nostril. Because you sit here and you want to meet the simple mandates of a virtuous woman. Y'all all right? Same thing with the men. What good is everything we're doing? We can't be an example. Why wouldn't it be in your heart, in your own? I mean, I just don't see where that's not something I don't want to do. I ain't trying to be, I ain't trying to be no priest. I don't want nobody to follow me. I ain't trying to be no, look at Pastor. That ain't what the man said. Young men. If you're a young man, it disqualified you. But you disqualified yourself. You rather be a young woman? Because I don't know what else I can be, other than what he told me. When I hear the call, that's what I'm supposed to step up and do. Ain't that right? Daoud looked at, hey, nobody ever willing to stand up and fight Goliath. He came up and let him know. And what shall happen to the man? Huh? He don't want to know about the man. He was a you. That bad when a boy got to jump on one know. And what shall happen to the man? They said, well, he said he's going to give him his daughter and his father house going to be free in Yasharal. Huh? They said, but you are you. He said, yeah, but I kept my father's sheep. He want to know what's going to happen to me. What the man going to get? No, he want to know what the man going to get. He look up, listen, you might think I'm a boy, but I'm going to get a man pay. Man, that win, that bad, that bad, that bad. Nobody stand up. Boy had to stand up and tell them fellas. Said, man, you ain't but a you. Said, man, this man a warrior. He got a, man said, man, let me give you my resume. You probably don't know about me. Check my paperwork. 17. Let's go ahead and let me see it. Olive. Shumual. Other we'll finish up a little another time. Y'all look sad now. $17.26. Listen.
And Daud spake to the Anus that stood by him, saying, What shall be done to the Anus that killeth this Philistine?
Jump up, son. Hold on. Let me hear verse 23. 17:23. Listen.
And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of Gath.
Y'all hear what happened? And they were talking, the champion showed up. The champ is here. You just the champ till you get knocked out. Listen, you just ain't fought the right fella. Come on.
Goliath by name,
Yeah.
out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same Dabarim. And Daud heard them. And all the Anus of Yasharal, when they saw the Anus, fled from him, and
That
were
what I'm
sore afraid.
Ain't that scary? Ain't that bad? Y'all know what's bad in him. A lot of y'all kids, they'll flee on y'all. They will leave you in a minute. You know how bad that is? It fell on water cars and they done ran. Distasteful and disgraceful. The men done ran. Listen.
And the Anus of Yasharal said,
What are they saying?
Have ye seen this Anus that is come up?
Yeah.
Surely to defy Yasharal is he come up.
To go
And
against. To defy, he gonna come to go up against. Come on.
And it shall be that the Anus who killeth him, the Malach will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Yasharal.
What happened?
And Daud spake to the Anus that stood by him, saying, What shall be done to the Anus that killeth this Philistine?
You know, that bad. You talking about everybody else done flee and done ran, and the guy standing by here and hit him. What they say they gonna do for the man that killed him? A lad, when all the men done ran, he want to say, what they gonna do? What they say they gonna get a guy that killed him? Now, where we need to go hide? I'm scared. Where my daddy at? No. I didn't know what's going. Repeat that reward part again. Come on.
And taketh away the reproach from Yasharal.
And you tell me I'm gonna take away the reproach from him. Come on.
For who is this uncircumcised Philistine,
That's all I want to know. Who is it? Come on.
that he should defy the armies of the living Elohim?
Yeah.
And the people answered him after this manner,
Yeah.
saying, So shall it be done to the Anus that killeth him.
Come on.
And Eliab, his eldest Aki, heard when he spake unto the Anus.
What happened?
And Eliab's anger was kindled against Daud.
Uh-huh.
And he said, Why camest thou down hither?
And what happened?
And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the
told you that's what
wilderness?
they want to do. Folks will shoot you down. They don't want to see anybody else gonna do it. You gonna do it. They gonna shoot you down. What you done did them little folks you got? What them little people that you got? Come on.
I know thy pride,
And what happened?
and the naughtiness of thine heart.
And what happened?
For thou art come down that thou mightest see the battle.
Yeah.
And Daud said, What have I now done?
Now what I did? What I done done now? Come on, son.
Is there not a cause? And he
That's all
turned from him.
That's all I'm asking. Is it not a call? Is it not a call? We got people can't even qualify the simple degrees of where they supposed to be at. It ain't no cause me up here cutting down. Destroying everything these people got out here. Goliath was the reason why the people's in fear. Goliath was the one that brought the reproach on the people. It only made sense to kill Goliath. The Greeks, the people that got us enhanced and why we not doing what we need to do toward Elohim. Huh? The Greeks done induce and indoctrinate over their whole system out here. Is it not a cause? I ain't come out to tear this stuff down because I'm hardened or proud that these folk might put on me or look at I ain't got nothing hard on myself. I came out because is it not a cause? Is it not a cause? We're trying to get to an eternal rest. All we're going to get from rest, we're going to have to really break away from these people on everything they got. Y'all hear me? Because they still tie us in. They still got us in. And when I tell y'all about building and having things, because we have to build so we can actually do. You know what got me? The fact that when they came back to keep the Passat, after they had kept it Masut for 7 days, 7 years, you know what I mean? They agreed to keep it again. Hell, ain't no way in the world they could be on about a job. I don't know about a job you can be on, you don't just been on no 7, you know what I mean? You don't tell them, well, I ain't gonna be able to come in the next 7, you know what I mean? I'm finna get ready and keep it again. Not gonna let you. Ain't nobody my enemy gonna let me do it. So what mean I gotta break myself from under the yoke and control these people so I be able to do what Elohim don't free me to do. That's the purpose of getting you out from sin. Sin keeps you from doing what he told you to do. I look at these people almost to the same attribute as sin. They ain't gonna let me. They'll let me out for Christmas, because they do Christmas. They'll let me out for Thanksgiving, because matter of fact, they're gonna let me out the day before Thanksgiving and let me out early the day before the day of Thanksgiving. So I can keep it, everything they keep. When I come and tell them, Elohim done bid me to a feast. When is it now? We supposed to be short-staffed. Then HR just sent some paperwork saying you've been off too much, and they kind of got questioned by this, and they saying other employees, it ain't me, because I like you. Other employees starting to talk, and they saying it ain't right how you getting to be off, and they saying now if you be off, they don't know what might happen. You might not have a job. Now, if I take and risk it, my whole carry is toward, am I going to have a job? And I can't be focused on what he's talking about. So now my taking off to do it really got me in turmoil to where did it really benefit me? See, the reason what I'm trying to do is free us from a point that when we keep what he tells us to keep, you really free. Because he said, whom the being has set free, he's free indeed. He's free indeed. Truth be told, you're not free indeed. We talking about from the Ruach in and free to be, I can serve him. The book said, without fear. A lot of you, when you take off, some of y'all in fear. And that's not what he came for. The book said when you have fear, you're in torment. You can't be made perfect. So ask these people about resting, are you resting without fear? See, this premise of what we got for Shabbat has got to be something that we really got to take hard to enough to where we got to free ourselves completely. You got me? Well, when you got fear of these people and what I'm going to do and what these people going to do when I get through with this piece and get back, that's torment. That's torment. And the man said I can't be made perfect. Y'all got me? That's why I know I ain't going to do no good in these folks, y'all. I'm going to mess it up. Don't put me nowhere because it's going to be too quick settled. It's going to be too quick for me that you go ahead and you're going to have it because this ain't going to work. I ain't going to be able to serve with that kind of fear. That's why, but now, that's why we have, through observation, we got to use wisdom, right? And we got to learn. That's why it's so important. We've got to set up for ourselves because it's just a matter of time before we're going to conflict. It's just a matter of time. My day going to wind up falling where that week going to come and it's going to be critical test. Y'all even tell them, this is critical testing week. It just going to happen. It ain't going to fall that way by mistake. It's going to fall that way because now it's going to be a matter of who you love. It's going to fall to where, you know what? All of a sudden now your feet's been all right, but now it done fail. We inventory. And HR, they done sit down from corporate saying, all hands on deck. Now, I know you got your religion, but you also got a job. I know my God don't want me to take care of my family first. Now, your God, because I don't want to say about your religion now. I don't want nobody to get offended now. That's up to you and your God. But they done already told us everybody got to be here, no exception. Now, what you thinking? Now I got to look at. I hope the Lord, Jesus, Elohim, Elohim, do what he say he gonna do. He gonna do what he say he gonna do. That's a matter you gonna trust him. Y'all come here, don't worry about it. I tell you all the time, it's coming down to that point. People, it's no way. We're gonna wind up meeting up. It's gonna wind up happening. We're gonna wind up hitting up, and they're gonna wind up hitting. And when they hit, it's gonna be a matter of, tell me, who do you love? They're going to come down to it. It's going to be a matter of, they're going to come out, some rules, some just come out and be like, why I had to fall? No, it had to be that way. Kind of like Joseph Well that time. Y'all seen Joseph Well? How many of y'all seen it? You missed a good one. When he was in the bar, he had brought them there, look in, and that fella walked in. He said, you Joseph Well? He said he was a bounty hunter. He said, dying ain't much of a living, boy. He said it ain't got to be that way. He said you could turn around, you can go back out. That Joe looked at Joseph Well on 2 guns. Everybody got quiet. He just walked back out the door. He said, whew, man, that was a relief. That Joker walked back in the door with 2 guns. He said, I had to come back. Joseph Well said, I know. Blowed that bastard straight back out the door. We're going to have to, he knew. There's no way he just finna walk out the door and be gone like that. He was already waiting for him to come back in. When he told me he had to come back, I know. So I don't know what y'all think of these jobs. Y'all going to have to bump heads. I've been telling y'all these jobs, you got to work and already be setting up because it's just finna be a matter of time. Because our stuff changed too much. You know, HR want me to talk to you about, because last year they said it was in another month. And they got a problem. Hell, your Christmas don't come on the same day. It's on a Saturday or Sunday or Monday, but that's different. It's still the 25th. But I mean, it was on the 18th of April. Now it's the 3rd of March. Before that, it was the 15th of June. And HR asking questions, and we went. Y'all don't know. This is what y'all don't know. Y'all don't even know that y'all come to have Hebrew calendar, Jewish calendar. Y'all don't know that though, because you don't know when you give them your dates. They've already looked at their calendar, and they're looking at your dates ain't matching up, and they think you're a liar. Hell, the Jewish calendar already printed out the 2026. Already printed. So when you hear your date, you don't even know. They're not going to tell you that they've already matched your dates up to the Jewish calendar. And they're watching you. They just waiting when they call you on the line. See, and the problem going to get when they pulling you and you so stupid, you don't realize, I never told you I was Jewish. I never told you I was Jewish. But you had said that's why now you got to watch them. Because wait, it's just a matter of time for y'all bump. Because I got some friends, they Jewish. And I know they do that. I got a Jewish friend, he work on the Sabbath. Y'all don't know y'all been graded by that, right? If I got a Jewish friend work on the Sabbath, and what day it is y'all can't work? I'm trying to remember that. You can't work Shabbat, Saturday. But my Jewish friend work on Saturday. Is it a different God? They're going to play you. They're going to play. Y'all do know y'all going to bump heads, right? A lot of these people don't. So you ain't made no preparation. I know we're going to have to meet up. Y'all got me? Come on, son. Finish this up.
And Daud said, what have I now done? Is there not a cause?
Man, this ain't the first time he been criticized. What I done now? Me, everything I've been doing, you've been criticizing. They've been watching you. Now he ain't said, man, I can't believe y'all just all of a sudden come up with something. You always been criticizing everything I've done. Huh? Now what I done? You ran off, you were too scared to do it, and I just want to know, and what was going to happen to the man that did this? Going to take away the reproach. Which is the description? What's going to be done to the man that take away the reproach? When the book told you that Noah built it for the saving of his house, that was Yahushua. He was trying to free his house. They know why he was on the tube. Huh? He told you about the tent, so he was going to save the tents of Dawood first. So that the rest of Yahshua didn't magnify themselves against it. You already saw they started looking. Everybody else done fled, done went out. I'm going to save his tent first. Huh? That man willing to go ahead and take the reproach off of you. Nobody else wouldn't do it. He said, I'm going to do it. I'll do it. What's going to happen? What the man going to get? That's amazing. They didn't even know about him, did they? That's amazing. The 19th chapter book of Kazun told them where they put Alleluia, which is Hallelujah, and you look at the reason why it come along. Told you that the marriage of the Lamb is come. And his bride, because he already told he's going to do. He's going to give his daughter to this man. He took the reproach away. Y'all didn't know that, did it? Yochanan told you that. I'm not the groom. I'm just the friend of the groom. But I rejoice when I hear his voice. Huh? This, my joy is fulfilled. The man coming to get his bride. Somebody had to take the reproach off of y'all. Let me tell you why. Because the rest of you niggas ran. All the rest of your people ran. Nobody else wouldn't do it. Told you unto us, so what was it? And what's going to happen to the man? And what's going to happen to the man that take away their reproach? A child had to come here and do it. Told you a child was going to be born. A son was going to be given. Somebody done took the reproach off of you. You wouldn't do it. That's amazing. That's amazing. Come on, finish up.
And he turned from him toward another and spake after the same manner.
Yeah.
And the people answered him again after the former manner.
Yeah.
And when the Dabarim were heard which Daud spake, they rehearsed them before Shaul. And he sent for him. And Daud said to Shaul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. And Shaul said to Daud, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him.
Why?
For thou art but a youth, and he an nous of war from his youth.
What happened?
And Daud said unto Shaul, thy servant kept his father's sheep.
Yeah.
And there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock.
What happened?
And I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear,
Yeah.
and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them,
What happened?
seeing he hath defied the armies of the living Elohim.
What else happened?
Daud said, moreover, Yahuwah that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine.
That's why I'm still him. I know he been with me. I ain't going nowhere. He been faithful. He been faithful. That's why I ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't gonna never have to look around, be looking, calling, want to know where I'm at. And I ran off, I'm going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I know he gonna deliver me. That's why I'm still him. I gotta be him. The rest of them ain't gonna do it. It's amazing who should told you. Say if I wouldn't have came and did the work that no other man had done, say wouldn't have had no sin. Why you think we talk about them men that ran off? Because one of them didn't go nowhere. He'd have ran out like the rest of them. Who you gonna condemn? All of them ran. That's what he let you know. Nobody else did it. That's why he had to be there to do it. This supposed to make our company come in now, and we supposed to be able to stand, brother. Same thing I tell these are cool. Same thing. You supposed to be standing. Y'all hear me? Y'all supposed to be an example when y'all going out here. Y'all hear me? In your homes. Wherever you at, you supposed to be an example. If anyway I said virgin woman, y'all ain't supposed to be on first. These young women we got coming out, they already supposed to be patterning themselves to do that. Not to be in no damn street trying to be on these folks and be on these people-pleasing list. This supposed to be every woman's desire. Why wouldn't you want to be one? Huh? A virtuous woman? Her price is far above rubies? Wow. Children rise up and call her blessed. You don't want that? Wow, that's amazing. Wow, you want to grow up, your kid to grow up and they be your friend. You want somebody to go to the mall and shop with you and then you go to hell later. We talking about the example that we supposed to be setting in here. Y'all hear me? Wherever you go, if it ain't no other man nowhere, wherever you at, it's supposed to be a light. Wherever you at, it's supposed to be a light. Wherever you at, it's supposed to be a light. He wouldn't put you nowhere except to be a light somewhere. Huh? Something that got to stand out over everything else. All right. Y'all don't know why them people flee, did it? Nobody know why they flee. Light came. I was jumping the scene. Or order them popped on. You got to go when I come. You know you ain't no real man. You got to go. Isn't that right? All the rest of them fled. Where was he at? Standing right there. They already know they weren't going to be able to stand. You going to try to go up and fight against that man, you know yourself, you crooked. You don't brought reproach on us. He's standing right there. And what's going to happen to the man that take this reproach on? He think I ain't got no reason to go nowhere. I'm light. But y'all don't see it that way, do you? Listen.
And Shaul said unto Daud,
what did he tell him?
Go, and Yahuwah be with thee.
Yeah.
And Shaul armed Daud with his armor.
You hear what he just told him? He said, go.
And Yahuwah be with thee.
And what did he do?
And Shaul armed Daud with his armor.
He going to be with me. I don't need your stuff. Listen.
And he put an helmet of brass upon his head.
And what happened?
Also he armed him with a coat of mail.
Mm-hmm.
And Daud girded his sword upon his armor.
Yeah.
And he essayed to go.
Started to go. He started to go. What happened?
For he had not proved it. And Daud said unto Shaul.
No, he realized. I ain't never seen that work before. I'm going to go with what I know. I started to go. You know what? Even his own writing the book of Tahalim, he told him. Said my foot had well now slept. Think about it. It's yours, and you ain't used it, and you ain't stopped it. It ain't going to be beneficial for me to take it. And you should take it, nothing ain't work for you and give it to me to try to use it. I just told you in rehearsal what happened for me. If it been working for me, what I've been doing for him, why I'm going to take your stuff? And you got it, and you can't even kill him with it. I almost went, though. He said, I started to go. But he said, Yahuwah be with me. Then you take this stuff back. Y'all got me? See how people going to come and get you, and you got to learn and look and try to be careful about what people give you. It ain't working for them. What you taking it for? I don't want no cancer-curing medicine, hell, and you got cancer and dying with it, ain't work for you. I almost took it, though. But you go ahead and you take that. Y'all all right? Listen.
And Daud said unto Shaul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And Daud put them off him. And he took his staff in his hand, and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook, and put them in a shepherd's bag which he had, even in a scrip. And his sling was in his hand, and he drew near to the Philistine.
And you ain't going to believe this. Yahushua told the man to take his scrip with him. He would never sent you out unarmed. He told you to put on the whole armor of Elohim. He told when I sent you out, lack you anything, they said nothing. He said, but now when you go out, you need to get you a sword. If you need to sell your coat, they'll get it. Get you one. You need to also take your script, because you got to have to be armed when you deal with these people. Y'all hear me? I'm trying to tell you, we got to arm ourselves. Likewise, information. To get his mind at the same information. Y'all hear me? If you're going to stop sinning, then you're going to have to get the same mind. That's what we're working on, trying to get the same mind. But what we got to do is get rid of this mindless stuff out here. People pleasing is what's killing us. Y'all hear me? People pleasing. There's no way in the world you're going to please all these people. It's just not possible. And some things you're going to do, you're going to offend. The book said all things will offend. He said, if any man offend not a word the same, I ain't going to never be perfect in that, because I'm going to offend somebody. Y'all hear that? If any man offend not in word, what did he say? If any man offend not in what? The same. Who can earn 6? I try to let y'all go over him. Y'all all right tonight?
But
A lot of information, ain't it? You know what we try to keep a standard? Well, 646, and we'll read down. 644. I was thinking about Brother Calvin today. I appreciate you. Man, walked out from a good paying job. Bring his family to come down. A lot of folks in here, a lot of y'all sacrificed a lot to come down here and gave us some stuff. Some sacrificed a little more than others. That's a lot, especially when you dragging a family. I said dragging, we got to get your family, uproot your family, everything. You got to go, shoot your credit, let everything go, just walk off from what you got. Something Leon did it. Had a good job, let it all go. Dwayne, and people let go house and walked on. Ain't no go because they couldn't pay for it. I remember I talked with them, didn't I? Got to let it go. That took a lot of folks. It's a lot of y'all put a lot on the line now. I want y'all to get comfortable and forget what you done. Some of y'all gave up, May gave up a career. She was in the Air Force. I remember that. Everybody want nobody. She wanted to get on here and get out. She wanted to be done with it. They wanted to move him from Hawaii. I remember that. Remember a lot of people out here gave up a lot of stuff. Our people walked out from a lot to come here. Y'all know that? He went there, lost a marriage. Isn't that right? Yeah, it's a lot. It cost you a lot. A lot of people put a lot on the line. Don't forget what you gave up. Don't forget what you gave up. I just named some of y'all here. A lot of y'all gave up a lot. I remember Anthony from Japan. Remember he used to email me over there, but you was emailing in English. I remember that. I didn't know he was so fluent in Japanese. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? But he gave up. I remember he used to email me and tell everybody he wanted to come over. He's going to come. He was in Japan. I was saying, Japan? Got his family moved over. Cost him his marriage. Cost them a lot. They go through a lot. I know you've dealt with a lot. People don't know. There's a lot of y'all here give up a lot. There's a lot of people give up a lot. Alvin, I remember you showed up, had all that bag. They said, somebody there want to see you. I was okay. But all this stuff, I didn't say it then. I say it now. Damn! And I was like, it was. But that man sat in the office, he told me. Cried. He gave me a letter from his daughter. He sat there, he cried. He said, I walked off from all this I believe in. He told me don't hurt him. Don't let him down. I'm going to hold up the banner. It's a lot of people. I remember when the bosses came through there, just got married, shot through him, and went on up. He was going up there to play football up there for the Sioux Indians, whoever they were, the Sioux up there in South Dakota. And they were coming back head to Miami. He had called me and told me, said, I don't want to go back to Miami. He said, I want to come there to Atlanta. He said, I don't want to go back. Came on down here, and they stayed with a cousin. The dog used to keep him locked in the room. He'd be like, man, I've been there. So I can't come out of the room and say the dog hate me. Dog kept him locked in the room. I remember people's story coming. Craig called me. He had me, I know Mal. I was like, Mal, count up the cost. I was like, okay, how you want to do it? Isn't that right? So a lot of people gave up a lot. A lot of y'all. I remember Miko, moved out from Texas. He said, I'm going to let these apple bottom jeans. He said, I got some black jeans. They stonewashed. They got a man biting on one and the apple on the other one. So if I can come, I went one time to Florida. I got a polo shirt. and come right here in the back part, hang down here. I mean, that's what you want to give up. You know, it's everybody different what you want to give up. Kim, I remember Kim calling. Pastor. That's the only thing I understood. Kim, I never understood the word you said he called. He goes, Pastor. I said, all right, pray like Brother King. I said, yeah. Now he can speak now. Back then, you know what he was saying. I said, all right now, I love you. I don't know. I understand a word he said. A lot of people. Darren, I remember Darren popped up. He popped up one Shabbat day. He called me, came up, sat me in the office. Serious, sitting there, dignified, told me he wanted to get baptized. That was it. So he wanted to do it, and been ever since. He stood. Cost them their marriage at the first. I remember they had to move out of their house and everything, didn't it? I remember staying in church. I know what all of y'all gave up in here. A lot of y'all gave up a lot of stuff. Ain't everybody in here. A lot of y'all gave up a lot of stuff. You know my goal is when I be up here? I ain't looking to let you down. That's my goal. I ain't looking to let you down. I ain't looking to shame you. So I made no part and I come down on sin. I cut down this stuff. You gave up a lot. Last thing you need to go ahead and move him, make a damn fool out yourself. I require y'all to be the best man you could be. I don't make no apology for that. If I get on and I ride your behind, I don't give you no break, and you think I'm the meanest man in the world, you'll appreciate me later that somebody stayed on you because somebody cared. I get on y'all, I get on you and I wear your behind out. I'm on you for a reason because I know what you gave up to get him. And I want to make sure you get what you came to get. Just gave up a lot. Come on here with all these black, dark-skinned folks. Anybody white with common sense, I said, ain't no white ones believe the same thing? Why come on with all of them? I mean, just come any race where that. Mine just went out of somewhere all white, so all Asian. I'll be like, you couldn't find nobody else? A lot of stuff we out here did, it wasn't popular. Some of us come here, we lost stuff. Hayward Kane, he's going to give up that thunder and lightning suit, but he still got it, but he's supposed to be getting rid of it soon. Especially all that rain we've been getting. Gave up a lot. I remember he was under Doja. He heard that gospel, kept listening. This Deliverance, come back, got him and his wife back together. So bless him. I realize this, while some done came and look, they been the worst thing happened. This thing done came and bless a lot of us. Even though they have lost, you don't right here, it done bless you. Isn't that right? I was talking about Aku Tamika. I remember when they went here in Florida. She was working when that sorry ass nigga Tim wasn't working. She was working, paying, and still sending her tithe faithfully. People didn't know. I know what folks in here done done. I ain't forgot their labor love. Still stayed faithful, taking care of family. Kids don't even know that she working hard. They know about it. Their mama always been working. Striving to get it. I remember she would listen one time to broadcast. After you listen to broadcast, she started packing stuff up. He called me and said, man, my wife here packing stuff up. She said, I believe we're going to Atlanta. I'm moving to Atlanta. She told me she believed it. I remember that. You probably thought I forgot that, didn't it? I remember me calling and say, you don't remember that, do it. I do. Started packing her stuff. She had listened to a broadcast, started packing her stuff up. So she believed she was coming to Atlanta. Folks put a lot on the line, walk away from family, walk away from everything, and it costs you some stuff when you get here. Some of these people here forget their sacrifices. Y'all hear me? If we're going to put this wall back, we're going to sacrifice. Everyone, we're going to say it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you what you love. Huh? That's everybody going to cost you something. Some of y'all got comfortable. Some of them ain't really cost you, ain't no bit. It's just pastime. You don't put a lot on the line to be here? Can't afford, and I get on y'all. Why you think? I remember what you done. So you don't meet expectations. Yes, I'm going to get on your behind. I remember when Shoulder came, riding a bike, walking. Remember seeing her ride? I was seeing her walking. Number Shoulder, going up a hill like that. I said, man, them Shoulder moving. Gotta be her. Go on. Then she went to Walmart. Somebody saw her in Walmart. They're going to get her out, popped out, had bought a 10-speed and tied some flashlights on it. But got to get the damn batteries. Then she got to stop and get a big light and stick it in front of the flashlight so she can see why she pedal. Don't sacrifice. I told her, I said, I see you digressing. Boy, that drive. Ooh, but I'm seeing some y'all here with some drive. Y'all get comfortable and get light. Twin, the best thing happened to her with Derek gone. Hell, his forehead stuck out there so far. God almighty. And the only one he could have a windshield on the car. She couldn't drive. He did kept it. You know, it's bad. I know that and it hurt. It's some stuff behind it, but hell, he was ugly too. But it's the fact of, man, she really blossomed. That drive she got, boy, that woman will work her behind, all will get out and drive and get it. I give her kudos for that. I mean, she got to drive. And you know, you just never know what you couldn't even drive when he was him. Wouldn't even teach her how to drive. Just a sorry ass nigga. But see, people will keep you like that. They keep you capped and keep you down. Blossom got it. Hell, she hit everybody on the street. At least she driving. And really, it ain't her fault. The other folk, hell, we know she can't drive. What we doing on the street? Ain't that right? Folk blaming her. We the people need to be out the street. Ain't that right? Get out there and drive. That's a lot of y'all put a lot on the line. So when none of y'all start slacking and dropping, yeah, I'm going to get on your behind. Prince, I remember she called me from Colorado, drunk with that Coors Bill. Ain't that right? Heard them dunkers in the back. Hee-haw! She said she was coming. Ain't that right? A lot of y'all gave up a lot. So yeah, I don't make no apologies not get on y'all. Ain't that right? Rashida, when she sent that picture in here and tricked us out of that picture, had that thing on there with that light, that makeup on there, all light-skinned. Y'all remember that? Yeah, you know you tried to trick us out with that. How many of y'all seen that picture? She knows she tried to trick us out with that picture. She was hidden, but had that thing, she had that picture that thing right with all them lights. And then shine them flashlights on her. Gave up a lot walking off in New York with 2 kids. Ain't that right? Could have stayed out there and been some sorry rapper or something. Ain't that right? Or with Queen Latifah or somebody, but she decided to come and sacrifice. Ain't that right? A lot of y'all put a lot on the line in here. But it cost you your marriage. Y'all come here, y'all slack. Yes, I'm going to get on y'all, because I don't want y'all slacking. Y'all gave up too much to go backwards. Y'all hear me? Zach, you too. Y'all are ass. Isn't that right? Came here, bald head, clean face, like he was ready to go to work. Hell, he started mountain climbing, snake watching. That's why I get on, because I know what y'all gave up. You could have stared up barefooted and no drawers. It's like y'all gave a lot. Jahid cost him his marriage. He had a nice looking while I was shocked. I mean, you don't know. Listen, seriously. Listen, some folks know. When I say that, let me tell you why. Some people, they tell they going to show me folks. I just prepare myself when I look. Hell, just trying to bust out laughing too hard. Because I let other folks laugh. I can't laugh like y'all laugh. It'll kill them. I said, hell, he did all right, didn't he? Isn't that right? I mean, it's easy to stay there and don't come and go. And it's folks in here could have done what some of these other people do, run behind these people. At the end of the day, you got to consider your soul. So when I get on a lot of y'all and I get on you because y'all gave up a lot. Josh, over there in Qatar, hell, he thought he was Greek. They're like, Ricola. Isn't that right? That Dutch. Hell, Louisa, come in here. It's a lot of folk, man, all the way. When you talking about you getting up from other countries, that's a lot. Isn't that right? And that's not belittling what the rest of y'all guys have done. But a lot of y'all put a lot on the line. Then y'all get comfortable. You ain't mean the mandate. You ain't mean the criteria. It's like, what happened? Hey, the person you did run well. Who did hinder you that you should not obey or not? This persuasion didn't come from him. When I told y'all don't worry about it, just do whatever you can do. No, you do what you commanded to do. Everybody here, the expectation not dropping for you. That's standard setting. That's what we got to do. A lot of us had to battle a lot to get to where we at. And don't sit here and get complacent. Lanier, I remember you just popped up. Out of nowhere, isn't that right? It's time to get Yosha. Remember you drove down here sideways in the Optima. She walked out her car was going like that. There she came. That funny. How you got him? Right? I don't remember you now. A lot of y'all put a lot on the line. Y'all hear me? Now, whether some of y'all locally, you can't fall near, whatever it is, you put a lot on the line. I'm not sitting here trying to slack you and beat you. I'm going to tell you the truth, what you need to hear so you can get saved. Yes, I'm going to get on your behind. You ain't doing what you need. I don't make no apology for it. It's an embarrassment and disgrace to sit here and let you do what you want to do instead of getting on your behind and telling you the truth. We got too much on the line to be going backwards. You ain't got no business digressing. We need to be progressing, getting better, getting stronger, getting more information, doing better. That's what we want. Abraham, didn't you lose some? Give me the marriage. I'll give Leon. How many of y'all know Leon just thought something? Leon, give Leon 2 to marry. One for not getting it out and the other one for thinking it. But we all got a lot on the line. Y'all hear me? That's our coming in. Everybody here got something. You know what? For any of y'all to sit here and look at you gave more than let other and put more out than the other is for you to be a fool. Because every sacrifice that every one of us made to get him, that was of an honest intent of yourself, It's a big sacrifice because it means something to you. Something stirred you and motivated you to make the decision to be here to listen. Commit yourself to something. Y'all hear me? So I'm not making any apologies for my attitude or my aggressiveness toward things, because I know how easy it is to get caught up in the thickets. Y'all got me? I know how easy to get out here and start looking at other people and other stuff. Before you know it, you forget why you're here. Y'all got me? People say I'm building y'all to be hateful and spiteful. That's a lie. I want you to hate your situation. I want you to hate the evil you're doing. Y'all sit around and get sidetracked, messed up. Y'all been holding out and you finna give up everything you got for a little nut. And you ain't even no damn squirrel. $999,800 and 5 more of them. But it's just being honest. We put a lot on the line, and then to see y'all just dying back against Ivan. When you came, remember when you came, Ivan? You needed $20 and you need 20 now. But it's about y'all put a lot on the line. Y'all put a lot on the line in here. And y'all forget, y'all get to look at somebody, guys, what? I ain't got nobody. What? Is that why you came? It's beautiful when you can meet somebody that works out to that point. But you got to remember, that's not why I came. And when you start making all these ideas become your center mass of why you doing what you're doing, it ain't long before it become grievous to you. It ain't long, they wind up being a big loss to you. Y'all got me? When we go back and look at patriarchs, so many, but even just looking at EU, a man lost everything. Everything. All your kids been killed. All your cattle been taken. All your camels been taken. Your houses, your family have been burned down. And the best information you can get from all your friends and your wife is you. If everything done gone wrong, it's easy to know what the problem is you. And you got to sit back and balance yourself and realize, wow, is it me? Is it that I miss my wretchedness? Everybody's questioning your integrity when it was never about your integrity. You were being tested to show you'll stand because people watching. People don't know what I've been through again. When y'all see me, y'all see a laughing pastor, say something funny, come out and say something, what do people say, however it come out. I went through a lot to get this position. People might not believe it. People don't know what it takes to do what I do. Yes, so I don't get to come out with notepads and books and paper right. I got to get it right. If I don't, then I'm false. He ain't used me, I'm done. I got to deal with it. I got to make sure business is handled. I make sure money's sitting in place. I make sure I got to make sure families are being taken. That's a lot I got to counsel. I got to read people know, do you really have a problem or you making up a problem? Y'all got me? There's people count on me that's not here saying, we're looking for you to do your job without fail, regardless of what these people in this room do. But I got to be the pastor where I got to be for these people in here and for those that hadn't got here yet. Y'all got me? Because some of them people that's going to come, they counting on me. Y'all hear me? And I got to be able to help myself reserve and then got to make sure I'm still there for my family. Y'all got me? And they come second behind you guys. You know why a lot of people can't do my job? Hell, it ain't hard. We already know who first. We already know who first. Because when they come to that family, wife and kid, whatever, y'all screwed. Most people should be doing my job and could do it better. Just too many other things in the way. Too many other things in the way. Y'all know what happened? Like Daoud, let's just be honest. What does a boy look like going to fight a man? Hell, let's be honest. All the men ran off. What did the boy get? All the criticism. But I'm him. When I tell you I can count on me, you can bet on me. I'm going to be and do my job. I ain't making no excuses. Huh? I ain't going to make no excuses. I'm going to do my job. Y'all hear me? I come here 600, my head be ringing off the hook. Y'all know, ringing off the hook. I just make my little pepper water, get up here and do my job. I said, I got to get through this. I got to do my job. If I can only do this when I'm feeling good, let's just be honest. There's going to be another time the devil going to say, you ain't feeling too good today either. Won't you take a note off before you know it? Hell, I ain't even doing my job no more. Can't even count on me. When I come in, I try to keep consistency. Y'all got me? Regardless of how I feel, regardless of what I have to deal with, at the end of the day, I still got to be able to come and do my job. Y'all got me? People don't know what I deal with on the day and how stuff goes. Sometimes I don't feel good. I won't get out of bed. I'll stay in. I'll make my condom. I just go back. I said, not now. I just got it. Some of y'all hear me some stuff. I got to deal with what you got to do and keep going. I still got to do my job here. Other stuff I do, I just scratch it. Scratch it. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to deal what I got to do for him. Like, I'll be ready to do my job because this is priority. Everything else, scratch it. I don't want to talk to nobody right now. I don't want to do nothing. I don't feel well. But if it's about doing something I got to do with the synagogue, I'm going to scratch how I feel and I got to do it. Y'all got me? People don't look at that. It's a lot you got to do. Y'all got me? And I don't have the pleasure and leisure of picking when. Is when it called, you got to do your job. Y'all got me? And you got to be good at it. I can't just come throw you something. I got to make sure it's right. You got me? People count on me, they ask me for advice. I got that. I appreciate it. Now, what the hell did he just tell me? Some of y'all don't matter. It don't matter because you don't have integrity. You don't have to respect the people. And nobody looking at you. But how you ever going to get that point when you don't start somewhere? It's got to start somewhere. You got me? It ain't about everybody looking at you. You got to know first about you can be counted on. You got to know you can be a person that you need to be respected. Other people see you. Huh? You know what the man said? A man's gift made room for him. Y'all ain't going to believe what happened when Dawood was there. They had to make room. Had to make room. That's why they had to go. His gift, it let them make room for him. How you going to see Dawood if all of them was standing there? Got to make room. All right. The year that he said he saw Yahuwah, what happened? Got to make room. Got to make room. Y'all hear me? So things happen for a reason. I just need y'all to learn how to flow. Isn't that right? Learn how to operate, getting y'all in position, looking at everything don't work to your benefit. You might feel at that time. Just like you. To him, if you'd have asked him during the time he went through it, everything was against him. Huh? It make you even question yourself. When Yahushua on the two, he questioned himself. Had to. Ask, why are you forsaking me? Had he forsaken him? But I got to ask. Everybody that's from my tribe is even saying I ain't wrong. I mean, when I got the head Kohan, I supposed to ask him concerning the law, and that man didn't sound words of death. Come on, at some point you got to ask yourself, are you right? Because nobody don't seem to see your right now. Right now, everything against you. Right now, people leave you. At one time, people was with me. He said, man, I sat in the temple daily and taught. You ain't never leave home. All of a sudden now, everybody gone. Everybody leaving. I got a question to ask myself. But then you still got to stand. Because a lot of folks watching and in this room and other places, they ain't happen to you. And you still got to do your job. You do know he still had to do his job. A lot of y'all are here and watching, y'all just for the good time. You ain't went through nothing. I know y'all ain't. I know you ain't. Because it takes something to still get them to do your job. Y'all all right? Ain't about how I feel. It's about the work still got to do. The work still got to be done. Still got to be done. If nobody else don't do it, I got to do it. It's snowing, nobody get him, I got to get him. I got to put forth and show that evidence. Everybody saying it ain't safe, I got to still go. Because somebody watching. Somebody counting on me. You know why a lot of folks ain't got to do that? Hell, ain't nobody counting on me anyway. Ain't nobody counting. Why you think the mother men can run? Who was counting on? Take someone you know. Somebody counting on me. I don't want to let you down. I told you for a majority of my life, I had been a failure. I had been somebody do not put your trust, your confidence in me. It just been, I wouldn't. Hell, I ain't trust myself. But once you finally regain and you get that respect, and especially for yourself, I ain't finna get it. That's why a lot of y'all ain't got to. You still living off your old life. You ain't never been nobody been trusted. You ain't never trust yourself. And don't nobody trust you now, you don't trust yourself. That's why you ain't trying to do no better. I'm motivated to do better. I'm motivated to be a man to be respected. Y'all hear me? I'm motivated to be an example. I can't see no other way. That's when you learn to aspire for something. You got me? You got to aspire for something, folks. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to be at your best? Why wouldn't you? Why are you comfortable with other people's low standards? Huh? I got to be better than these people. Y'all got me? That's what I'm praying, telling you to be like them. I want you to be better than these people. Huh? They got to see something different. You keep molding in, mixing with them. Nobody see nothing different with you. You like all the rest of them. Finish up what you got, 6:44, and I'm going to try to get ready and let y'all go. Come on, we'll read down through, and I'm going to try to let you go. Come on.
No anus can come to me,
Except.
the Abba, which have sent me, draw him.
And I'll do what?
Raise him up at the last yom.
Tell them what happened.
It is written in the N.B.A.
Then it said they shall all.
And they shall be all taught of Elohim.
Every man.
Therefore, that hath heard and have learned of the Abba,
cometh well
unto me.
Listen.
Not that any anus have seen the Abba, save he which is of Elohim, he hath seen the Abba.
Listen.
Amat, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath everlasting life.
Listen.
I am that bread of life. Your Abba did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead.
They ate what? And are dead. Listen.
This is the bread which cometh down from Shamayim.
Listen.
That a anus may eat thereof.
And what happened?
Not die.
Listen.
I am the living bread,
yeah,
which came down from Shamayim.
Yeah.
If any anus eat of this bread,
tell him what happened.
He shall live forever.
Listen.
And the bread that I will give is my flesh,
yes,
which I will give for the life of the Aritz.
Listen.
The Yahudim therefore strove among themselves, saying,
so they gathered among themselves, saying, what did they say?
How can this anus give us his flesh to eat?
Tell them what happened.
Then Yahusha said unto them,
do what?
Amat,
yeah,
I say unto you,
do what?
Except ye eat the flesh of the ben of anus,
and do what?
Drink his blood,
tell them what happened.
Ye have no life in you.
Listen.
Whoso eateth my flesh,
and do what?
Drinketh my blood,
do what?
Hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last yom.
Tell them what happened.
For my flesh is meat indeed.
And what else happened?
My blood is drink indeed.
Listen.
He that eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood
doth what?
Dwelleth in me, and I in him.
Listen.
As the living Abba have sent me.
What happened?
And I live by the Abba.
What happened?
So he that eateth me, even he shall live by me.
Listen.
This is that bread which came down from Shamayim.
Yeah.
Not as your Abba did eat manna and are dead. He that eateth of this bread shall live forever.
Listen.
These things said he in the synagogue.
Listen.
As he taught in Capernaum. Many therefore of his taught ones, when they had heard this said.
What did they say?
This is an hard saying.
Who can do what?
Hear it.
Listen what happened.
When Yahusha knew in himself that his taught ones murmured at it.
When who?
Yahusha knew in himself that his taught ones murmured at it.
Who knew this again?
Yahusha.
Knew what?
In himself.
That his who?
Taught ones.
Did what?
Murmured at it. He said unto them.
What could he possibly tell them?
Doth this offend you?
Ain't no way you ain't going to offend somebody with what you say. Let me guess. This offend you too. People always going to find something to offend you. There's no way not to offend these people with what you say. You're either going to be too soft or too hard. People pretty much like Goldilocks. And what be just right be the wrong thing for them. Y'all hear me? This is the reason why we got to start changing. This is why we got to start looking at things, because we become comfortable and we don't watch it. We don't start taking the same mentality as Goldilocks. We keep looking at what we fit and what's comfortable for us, what makes us feel good versus you need to be challenged. You need to be hit from all angles and aspects so you can start to really look at where you got to clean up and make changes at. Y'all got me? All right. That's good.
Amen.
Goodness. Y'all been in here a while. All right. Y'all see why we had to put in so much time? You got to straw all this stuff y'all got going on. Or should I say we got going on? I saw Atlanta on the news down all that jumping around out there talking about doing some swag, bunch of fags talking about swag.